Greetings, greetings. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, what's going on here? All right. Hey, what's up? What's up, family? Halito. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm gonna give you guys some time to get into this little build, all right, that I'm about to drop right now. Okay. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening, man. I hope everybody's continuation is going well. All right. As you could see, the title of the video, even before I get into that, let me just give thanks to the Great Spirit, give thanks to the Most High. Hey, greetings, God. And always like to give thanks to the higher forces. I always, because I speak the way that I speak, it doesn't mean that I don't subscribe to a higher power. I know there is something greater that's within me. You know what I mean? So I always I always acknowledge that. All right. And then with that being said, I love to acknowledge my ancestors because I always use them as a conduit, you know what I mean, to reach out to the universal source. All right. Now, family, I'm going to talk about a few things, in this video. And for me, it's always about dropping the truth. It's always about walking in light. That's what it is. And I don't care who the truth offends. I'm not going to apologize for the truth. I'm just going to keep it as real as I know how to keep it real, because we are living in a day and age where our people just need to hear the real. One thing to realize is this, right? Being fake, lying to people, deceiving people, defrauding people, it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work in 2019 moving forward. We are living in a day and age. Once you have that kind of spirit, okay, you are going to condemn yourself spiritually. All right, you're going to condemn yourself spiritually. It is very important that you walk in the light, brothers and sisters. I cannot stress this enough. All right, if you are not about this journey in truth, believe me, give it up, because you are going to cause yourself spiritual damage. And that's a fact. If I'm going to repeat that, this journey that we are on is such a spiritual thing. If you cannot walk in truth or walk in the light, give it up. Give it up, because the universe is going to damage you. All right. And that's why it's important to me to always come to y'all bringing the light, bringing the truth. And I will not waver. You feel me? So with that being said, what I'm about to talk to you right now, I'm going to repeat myself. I don't care who get offended, but I'm just going to tell it like it is. All right. If you're looking for videos just to make you feel good, you're on the wrong channel. I'm not doing this for likes, because our people have been through too much hurt, too much pain. All right. We've been played too much, and I cannot be a part of this continued cycle. Things got to change. It got to change. All right. Let me just adjust my headband. All right. So let me get into this build. I know we are living in some critical times right now. All right. And when I say critical times, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. But we're also living in a beautiful time, because I'm so proud of y'all, my people, my brothers, my sisters, my family, my lineage. All right. I'm proud of y'all because, once again, I'm going to reiterate that. And I'm not looking for any accolades, but what I'm going to say is this. When I first started this journey, okay, it wasn't popular. Even all the popular dudes or brothers and sisters right now that's doing this, they weren't even on the scene then. I never heard of them. And I was already doing this. Okay. And people thought I was crazy. So I'm saying all that to say, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that we have come a long way in such a short time. And I am really, really proud of you guys, because you guys are waking up to see that something is wrong. All right. And something is not coherent. It's not making sense. So you are taking the initiative to do research, to seek in truth. And I'll give you a perfect example how I know for a fact that's true. We just came from Memphis, Tennessee, right? And of course, you guys seen the video. I went to the Chickasaw, park, right? The DeSoto Park, where it was the Chickasaw heritage, land or whatever, right? But someone had actually sent a comment and said, hey, Chief, you should go to the Cherokee ground, right? But brothers and sisters, check this out, right? I really didn't have the time to really go to the Cherokee, the Cherokee Park, right? But once again, I move in the spirit. So the spirit told me, hey, Chief, you know what? You got to go to the Cherokee Park. The Cherokee Park. Now, I'm thinking it was going to be something like the Chickasaw Park, where they have a little landmark, all right? And they have a statue of an indigenous woman or man. It was nothing like that. What I seen was they had an apartment building, right? And the apartment building said Cherokee something housing or Cherokee something home. And I found that kind of weird, because why would they name an apartment complex, you feel me, in the hood Cherokee Apartments? So that got me curious. So I took a picture of the building. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take that picture and make it, I'm going to make it the thumbnail for this video. So I took the picture and I was like, hold up. But then we drove to the open field, so to speak. And it wasn't anything. It was just a park. It was run down, little, swings, like little swing sets and little, playground things that the children could play on. But it wasn't being kept. So I'm like telling myself, you know what, man, listen, there's nothing here to see. The spirit told me again, hey, Chief, you know what? Take a walk and walk to the Cherokee apartment building just to take some pictures, right? So I walked, took the pictures, and then on my way back, a truck pulled up, all right? And the brother was like, it was me and my brother. He was like, he was like, hey, well, can I ask y'all a question? I was like, yeah, sure. He was like, what does the feathers mean? I told him, well, you know what? Take a guess. He said, what, Indian? I said, yeah, I'm American Indian. So he had his dog in the car, right? So I was trying to talk to him like through, the window. So he said, brother, you know what? Let me just, park and I'm going to get out. The brother came out and we started building. The brother was so on point, meaning that the brother said, he said, listen, after I dropped some knowledge on him, I gave him my YouTube, gave him my number. The brother said, Chief, you know what? And he got emotional. He said, man, this is divine. And of course, you guys, I use the word vine, but he said, this is divine. And he said, I don't know why I came to the park today. I didn't even have a reason to come to the park, but something in me just told me to go to the park for whatever reason. And he said, now I realize why I came here. Because he said he knew something was wrong. All of a sudden, he said one day, and he said, when was that? He said sometime early this year or late last year, he woke up and he just felt different. Okay, he felt different and he just felt like something was wrong, like he was missing something and he didn't really know what it was. Okay, and he just started reading and reading and reading, but he still couldn't find the pieces. And when he ran into us in that park, the brother said, Chief, that's what was missing. That's what I was looking for. And he said, yes, my grandmother told me I was an Indian, but it just didn't make sense to me. I didn't know what I was looking for. I'm saying all that to say is this. The bug is out in the open, all right? And the only way you're going to catch that bug, okay, is if you are traveling and you are seeking in truth. It's the only way you're going to catch it. And for those of you that's actually on the live right now, you caught it. I caught it. It's been a while since I've had it, but I'm so proud of y'all. You know what I mean? Because it gives me joy to see that my people are finally stepping up, becoming aware that something is wrong, something has to change, and we got to make the change ourselves. So maybe the brother might see that video, he subscribed to the channel, So I just want to say, bro, you know what I mean? Thank you, for listening to your higher self that spoke to you and told you to come to the park that day at that particular time. All right? And I want to thank my ancestors and the universe for putting that thought in me. And I want to give myself a pat on the shoulder for always being obedient to my ancestors when they speak to me. Because hadn't I done that, that brother wouldn't have gotten what he was looking for. All right? And even more so, another brother was there. Actually, he was the security. Another brother was the security guard for the park. You feel what I'm saying? And guess what? He got that knowledge as well, because he said he knows something is missing. You see, a lot of people are waking up to realize something is not right. And that's what's missing, brothers and sisters, that we are the original people of this land. But as you can see the title of the video, there's a reason why I went through this whole spiel to come into what I'm about to talk to you about this evening. Because I had planned on doing a video earlier about something else. But like I said, I move in the spirit. The spirit said, hey, Chief, you know what? You got some administrative work to do? Go ahead and work on what you got to work on. I'm doing administrative work. I'm not going to show what I'm doing, but right here. All right. Maybe if y'all pause the video, y'all could see, but I'm working on some things. I'm just going to leave it that way. But that's for us. You feel me? It's for us. I tell people when it comes to me, all right, there is no I in us. There's no I in we. You feel me? Because when somebody pinch you, what you say, I, okay? I know in the Caribbean, when somebody, like we would play this game in the Caribbean, right? And we would go around pinching each other really hard. And then what we would do, I don't know if you guys played that here in the United States, but that's what we used to do back in the islands when we were little, right? We would say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and we would pinch somebody really hard, and they would say I, and I would say J, K, but it was funny. But they wasn't really aware of what they were saying because, but anyway, you guys get it. The point I'm trying to make is I sometimes could be painful, okay? So I'm focused on the we. I'm focused on the us. But you see, a lot of people who are actually aboriginals, so-called American Indians, they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by that, right? There are people out there that because they're federally recognized, all right, or they're seeking to be federally recognized, they are playing the games of the colonizers. And you see, that bothers me. It bothers me because it doesn't sit well with my spirit, with my soul. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by that, okay? Because what they're doing is they are putting all the criterias of what it means to be an Aborigines or an American Indian based on what the colonizers' criterias are. And I'm not cool with that. You feel me? I'm not cool with that. Because when you say stuff like, well, you have to attain a certain level of recognition or acknowledgement, okay, more so recognition from the federal government to get certain natural, unalienable rights, then you're playing the colonizer's game. You're playing the colonizer's game. Because whether you are a recognized Indian or not, my thing is this: we're not supposed to pay taxes, period. Period. I don't care what type of Indian you are. There is no way you're supposed to come into my land as a colonizer and tell me I got to pay taxes if I the criteria of being a certain Indian. All of this is Indian country. And if my grandmother told me I was an Indian, that means I'm an Indian, damn it. I don't need your permission to be recognized as an Indian or as an American Aborigine, period. You feel me? So I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that because furthermore, paying taxes is optional anyway. You don't have to be an Aborigine not to pay taxes. Okay? And that's a fact. Because even in the in the tax forms, even on the W-2 or your whatever you fill out when you go get jobs, guess what? They say if you believe that you are tax exempt, say that you are tax exempt. But they give you examples. The problem is the examples that they give you, you don't think that you fit that criteria. So they trick you into paying that. Remember, the IRS is a foreign entity that's here to collect taxes, all right, that the United States, to collect the money from the debts of the United States. Okay? Keep that in mind. So if we are not United States citizens, guess what? We shouldn't be paying United States debts. That's a fact. And I could prove to you that we are not United States citizens because I've done that before. For those of you who call yourself African Americans, okay, or you are of African descent, you are not a United States citizen. Well, Chief, what do you mean? Well, guess what? Go look at the Dred Scott case. And one thing I'm going to tell y'all again, don't believe anything that I say. Don't believe anything that I say, because in the word believe there is lie. And one thing I don't like to do is lie. So go prove me wrong. Okay? If you are of African descent, you cannot be a United States citizen. That's the Dred Scott case. And that has never been repealed. That's number one. Miss Latrice Glover. Okay? I've been sending you emails. I've been calling you. And I can't hear from you. So please do me a favor. Send me your number in an email before I come to Florida, and we're going to have some problems. All right? Anyway, that's my sister, so I could talk to her like that. Anyway, let me proceed. Number two, even if we are, they say that we are citizens and you consider yourself to be an American Indian, by default, you are not a citizen. Well, Chief, what you mean? Can you explain that? Oh, well, by all means, I'm going to. Okay? Go look at the Indian Citizen Act of 1924. All right? And read that. And read that with understanding, not understanding, because I don't want you to be under anything or under anybody, but I want you to understand the information. Go look at that. Okay? Go look at that. The Indian Citizen Act of 1924, what does it say? I'm gonna paraphrase. The United States made each and every one of our ancestors, okay, or us, period, Indians, they made us what? Citizens of the United States. However, there is a provision. It says provided that. Do you know what the definition of provided means? Okay, there's a condition. Okay? So it says what? You cannot be a United States citizen provided that, okay, it doesn't impair. So it says all Indians are American, all Indians are United States citizens provided that it doesn't impair their rights or them being Indians. Okay? Now I'm going to ask you, do you know what that means? Do you know what impair means? To hinder. Okay? So, therefore, let me ask you, do you have your language? Do you have your land? Do you have your original names? Do you have your families together? Well, guess what? Do you have your identity? Well, guess what? You are not an Indian, because by default it says provided that it doesn't impair. It did impair who we are as Indians because they changed our identity. So by default, you are not United States citizens. So let me ask you a question, my brothers and sisters, if you're with me. If you are not if you're an African American and you cannot be a citizen of the United States, and if you're an Indian and you cannot be a citizen of the United States, then what does that make you? Okay? It makes you nationless. That's why they have to call you black or African American. Because by default, the Supreme Court law makes you what's called an undocumented citizen. Okay? Y'all think because you were born here, no, that's not what it means. So I'm showing you the game that was played. So literally, you are living on a land where you have no allegiance. Okay? So I'm saying all that to say is this: be very mindful as to how you maneuver, okay, in this system right here. Because they are playing the games with you, right? When it's convenient for you, they're going to say you're a citizen. When it's convenient for them, all right, they're going to say you're a citizen. But they know the laws and the court cases, okay, and the acts. You are not citizens. You are not citizens, okay? Look at the 14th Amendment. What's a citizen of the United States? A citizen of the United States is someone that was born, okay, born or naturalized and be subjected to the United States. So you could be born and naturalized and not be subjected. That doesn't make you a United States citizen. All right? But anyway, that's neither here or there. The point I'm trying to make is this, because I'm going somewhere with this. And that's the problem I have with a lot of this so-called American Aborigines and American Indians that feel because they have a little federal recognition or they have their papers in to be federally recognized, they look down on the rest of us. Okay? They look down on the rest of us. Let me tell y'all something, man. Okay? And then they always mention on drip. How you gonna mention on drip in one breath and then in another breath say that if you're not part of a nation, okay, or if you're not part of your family where your family was back before the Europeans came, you cannot be you cannot be considered to be an Indian and be recognized. I mean, listen, man. Listen. That's pushing the colonizers' agenda. All right? Because anybody here in 2019 moving forward talking about that their ancestors were here in a certain piece of land first, and then that puts the other Indians who cannot trace their families, okay, because we know what happened with the paper genocide, right? So because there are millions and millions and millions of our people, they cannot trace their lineage because of paper genocide. Many of them don't know what you're from. So what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? That these people are lost? But yet still Andrip says that all indigenous people, whether it may be a group or individuals, have a right to self-identify. So doesn't that mean we have a right to self-identify? So why do we have to base our record in our own land based on what the colonizers say? Hold on for a second. All right. So I really want y'all to get what I'm saying here. All right. Again, I'm going to reiterate and I'm going to break this down again because I really want that to make sense. I really want it to make sense. So let me just start this over again. Not from the top, but this part I want to break it down because I really want it to sink in. All right. Here's the thing. There are a lot of brothers and some sisters, okay, that's doing videos on the internet. And they are part of tribes that's federally recognized, okay? And or they are part of tribes that's seeking federal recognition. Now, for me, that's a problem. Because anytime you're seeking federal recognition in your own home, that means you're asking permission. That means you're asking permission. Am I right or wrong? Right? I'm asking y'all, am I right or wrong? If someone comes into your home, okay, and take what's yours, take over your home, now forcing you to pay rent, now to even go into your refrigerator, you have to ask them, right? Why would I want to be a part of that? Why would I want to be a part of that? And at the ending of the day, you know they rigged the system where the majority of our people, I'm talking about millions and millions and millions of our people who cannot identify to a tribe, because they don't know what tribe they were a part of, but they know that grandma said that she was an Indian, right? What happened to those people? Brothers and sisters, do you know that there are thousands of tribes that has been extinct? Not because the people were killed, but just because the tribes or the clans were disseminated. Okay, they were broken up because they were not strong enough to defend themselves. So what they had to do, they had to go join all the bands or all the families and create bands. So what's going to happen? Let's just say a tribe of people came from I forgot a couple of them that was extinct. But let's just say if the Lokono tribe was extinct, right? And because the Lokono tribe was so small, when the invaders came, they had to break up. And let's just say they went and joined the Shatta, or they went and joined the Chickasaw or the Anianwia, right? So because those people are not the bloodline of Anianwia, you trying to tell me in 2019 they cannot be Indians or they cannot be tax-free because they were Lokono and they cannot find their land or they cannot find their people? That's what you're trying to tell me? You're playing the game of the colonizer, man. You're playing the colonizer's game. All right? And furthermore, our ancestors always talked about their belief was we didn't own the land. The land owned us. Right now, we should be at a point where we as a people, okay, we shouldn't be playing this game amongst ourselves. Well, my ancestors was in this part of the country before the colonizers came, so nobody else could come and claim that. Shouldn't we be opening up the doors to all of our sisters across the country? Huh? That's how we should be moving forward. Anytime you're playing the isolation game, all right, you're playing the colonizers game and you're creating enemies amongst our people. Okay? Because there is a whole lot more of us that's not federally recognized than those of us who are. Okay? And if they're going to keep playing the game, all right, that we cannot get the due respect in our home and only give it to those that are federally recognized, then guess what? They're still making us enemies amongst ourselves. How do you think it's going to look, all right, where you are able to eat? There's a farming, right? You are able to eat. You got a farm full of food, but yet still your brothers and sisters, they're on the outside looking in. They can't eat. What do you think is going to happen? We're going to come jump that fence, son. We coming for ours. So all I'm just saying is let us stop playing the separation game. We all have one common problem, and that's the colonizers that's on our land. All right? And if you are in a position to open up your doors, all right, for other brothers and sisters, you see what I'm saying? You should be more than willing to do that and stop playing the game. Well, oh, it was my family land. All right, we have been here first. Okay, nah, man, stop playing these games, man. That's what put us in the position in the first place. All right, everybody trying to claim this and claim that. And then what you think the colonizers did? The colonizers realized that, oh, they speak different languages. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to learn this tribe language. We're going to learn this tribe language. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to tell them in their respective in English that chief said something about you. And family, this is oral history. And I also read it as well. It happened for real. So the colonizer would go and learn the language of this tribe, go learn the language of this other tribe, and go tell them in their respective language that this chief said something about you. And then all of a sudden, they have beef, not realizing that is the colonizer setting them up because they couldn't speak each other languages. All right? That's a fact. Okay? So why in 2019 we still playing those games? Huh? Why in 2019 we still playing those games? If you already know that this part of the country, your family was already here, okay? And you guys already getting benefits. Why not start inviting brothers and sisters to make you stronger? Why do you want to isolate them and tell them, well, because they cannot find their people or because they cannot find their family, basically you asked out? Come on, man. That shit don't resonate with me. It don't resonate with me, and I don't care who see the video and think I'm talking about them. Yes, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about y'all. Okay? Because we got to give up the selfish ways, man. Because at the ending of the day, I'm going to put it like this. I don't give a damn who was anywhere on this American continent. I'm an American Aborigine, and I'll go where the hell I want. Okay? I'll set up shop where I want to. Period. And I don't care if you go to court. Court could no. First of all, you're not gonna go to court and win, because I'm gonna come at it from a strictly religious perspective. All right. The Most High created me in the Most High likeness and image and gave me dominion over everything. So therefore, this land is mine. I'm indigenous to the earth. All right. Guess what? There goes your argument about this section belongs to my family. See how easy you just lost that battle? See how easy you just lost that battle? Because I could go to court simple and say that I'm indigenous to Mother Earth. I'm an Aboriginal. So how are you going to claim one part? You see, I'm just saying, man, you see, once again, man, these people, I don't get it, man. Because you know what? They always want to show like they better than other Aboriginals. They're better than other American Indians. Like, oh, I'm in a better position because, you know, I'm federally recognized, or I could be getting... Man, listen, y'all focusing on the wrong thing. Y'all chasing this little $10,000 y'all get a month. I'm looking at our continent. I want it back. Come on, man. Because let me ask you a question. When they get rid of this dollar bill, then what next? Because everybody's fighting for reparations. Everybody's fighting for reparations. And that's something I'm also going to talk about, right? Because all the U.S. government got to say, you know what? Everybody want their 40 acres and a mule. So we're going to give them the 40 acres and a mule. Give them some bread. When they give y'all the bread, guess what? All they have to do is get rid of the dollar bill. And then guess what? State of emergency. Guess they did it before, they could do it again. Y'all gotta understand and understand the mindset of the colonizer. Okay? The colonizer is always thinking ahead. While y'all playing checkers, they playing chess. Okay? When you're running this race, while you're on your 3rd lap, they're on their 10th lap. Y'all gotta put yourself in their places, all right? And try to be ahead of them. So while y'all here fighting for reparations, they're thinking of ways on how you can't get it. You think they want to give you reparations? And if they give you reparations, you have to ask yourself, what's in it for them? These people never do anything without tuning in the What's in It For Me radio station. You can't trust these people. So, yes, they will give you reparations, but believe me, they have more to gain from giving you reparations. All right? They have more to gain from giving you reparations. I'm going to give you a few examples. For all of you who claiming African American and all of a sudden you want to be African because you hear some reparations coming, well, guess what? You got another thing coming for you. Okay? You got another thing coming for you, because guess what? Let us put this whole reparations in perspective, and I will come back and talk about what I just spoke of. Number one, when you get reparations, don't think that the United States is just going to give you reparations like that. Okay? Because for one, what they're going to do is this. Well, it wasn't really us. It was the French. All right? Or it wasn't really us. It was the British. Okay? Or it wasn't really us. It was the Spaniards. Or it wasn't really us. It was the Portuguese. Okay? Believe me. Okay? They're going to have every single excuse. But then when you pin them in a corner, they're going to say, okay, you know what? Well, we did play a little part in it, but this is what we're going to do. Let's settle. So there's a big class action lawsuit. You have millions of people who are actually American Aborigines claiming to be Africans. Okay, so this is what you do. That money got to divvy up between all these people. So by the time you get your check, Let's just say you get $20,000, right? In fact, you know what? I'm going to be generous. Let's just say y'all got $50,000 a piece, because you're not going to get millions. It's just too many people trying to get that bread. Okay? It's just too many people trying to get that bread. So let's be up. Let's be real about it. Okay, let's be real about it. So let's just say you get $50,000. When you get that $50,000, what you have to do? You have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. That's number one. Okay, that's a contract. Number two, you are literally taking that money. It's a payoff to say that you're African, that you came from slaves. So therefore, that means they have your name in a computer with your social and your signature stating that you are an African. Okay, that you are an African, and what's going to happen? Africa is already doing what? Setting up little Wakanda villages for y'all asses. Okay? But when y'all go, y'all are not gonna see Wakanda. You're gonna see anacondas. Okay? That's gonna be waiting to eat your asses up. Y'all think it's a game, huh? Because the what they call it, them organizations in Africa where they are welcoming the people from the diaspora. Oh, we love y'all so much. 2019, come home. Well, let me ask you a question, Africa. What happened to us 100 years ago? Why weren't you fighting for us? Okay, well, my African brothers and sisters, what happened to 50 years into slavery? How come y'all wasn't coming to get us? Well, you know what? Maybe y'all didn't have the ammunition and y'all didn't have the internet. Well, guess what, my African brothers and sisters? What happened in 2000? 19 years ago, we had the internet. Y'all wasn't trying to save us. How is that all of a sudden in 2019 we fighting for reparations? The Real ID Act is coming up. 2020 census is coming up. All of a sudden we Africans, and y'all want to welcome us. Oh, welcome my American brothers and sisters. All of a sudden, and I'm not trying to be funny, but this shit is funny to me. All of a sudden we Africans, huh? Come on, man. These African people are trying to sell us out again. The same way they sold their people into slavery. It wasn't no Caucasian that went to Africa and got Africans. Y'all want to really know the truth? You think 100 little puny pale men could go to Africa when they didn't even have guns? Because back in the days, they didn't have machine guns. They had these little powder guns. When you know, these little muskets. When you let a shot off, you have to take another what? 20 minutes to load again. And you're talking about some big, strong, black Africans. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Stop the bullshit. Stop. So who do you think sold Africans into slavery? Their own people. They tricked them. Okay, they went to them. They spoke the languages. Okay, and they say, well, Muna America. They say, word? Okay, cool. Let's go. And they load up some of the ships. That's why there's no manifest of any slaves coming from Africa, because they came on their own free will. It was a vacation. It was an extended vacation. Okay? Y'all want the truth? Can y'all handle the truth? Come on. The slave masters already got paid for slavery. Don't believe me? Go do your research. Okay? So the point I'm trying to make is this. That whole reparations is a setup. Is a setup to get American Aborigines, because with their greedy asses, okay, so that they could go get reparations, so that they could be considered slaves that came from Africa. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to put y'all on a boat. Oh, guess what? We got a ticket for you. You want to go to Africa? Do you know what part of Africa you're from? Oh, you don't know? Well, we're going to put you in Ghana. Okay? We're going to put you in Angola. It's a setup. It's a setup. So for those of you who want to go fight for this kind of reparations, go ahead. All right? Now, I have to be fair. If you are truly a descendant of a slave, then you deserve that reparation. Okay? I got to be fair. But the majority of the people, okay, that's claiming to be African Americans, they are not African Americans. They did not come from Africa. They are not slaves. Okay? They are American Aborigines who were taught that they were slaves. All right? Now, if we are talking about reparations for American Aborigines, that's something different. Because guess what? Now we could go at France. Okay? Now we could go at Spain. Now we could go at Portugal. Now we could go at Britain, and we could go at the United States. You see that payday, ching ching? All right? So when we get that bread, guess where we're going to be? We're going to be the same place where they came and met us, right here in the Americas, at home. They cannot say, well, you got your money, we're going to send you where? Oh, hold up, where are you going to send us at? We've always been here. That's our home. Okay? So if y'all want to fall for this African thing, go ahead. I wish you all the best. Okay, y'all want to chase the fiat currency just so that you could lose your home? That's what y'all want? And then you got all this so-called leaders. They already know the deal. They're in cahoots with the colonizers. Brothers and sisters, y'all got to wake up and see what's going on. Okay? They are in cahoots. Let me tell y'all something. Family, it is us against the world. Tupac said it best. It is us against the world. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to come on top. Let me tell y'all something. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. Okay? They will get away with it. All right? People, they would come, they would go to a bank, they would get a loan. Okay? They would also get people to give them grants to open up businesses. Jews would come and get land for free. But listen, anytime one of us try to do it, even Africans, they say that we are Africans, okay? And I've said this before. Why is that even Africans that they say we are could come into our land and get loans and don't even be identified as Africans? Their status is automatically white when they come into the Americas, and they could be as black as my phone. Huh? They get to be white because it means that they're free. It's a status. But y'all want to be black. But that's, hey, I don't want to go off track right now. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is this. How is that Africans, they say we Africans now, so how is that the free Africans that are coming here of their own free will? Why are they able to get loans? Why are they able to get all these opportunities when the descendants of the slaves, supposedly, that's already here? Shouldn't we be getting the most opportunities? Shouldn't they have more pity on us, more compassion on us? Because after all, we were on the slave ships, right? Packed in like sardines. Okay? We couldn't use the bathroom. We couldn't eat. We couldn't drink. Women were having their periods because they were tied up. And I don't mean to get gross, but I'm just trying to show you that this was a bunch of BS. You know why? Because it never happened. That's why they will not have compassion on us. Okay? We are suffering because we are ignorant. What does that mean? The lack of knowledge. That's why we are suffering. Because we are allowing it to happen. We are in our own home, and they say, look at these fools. They think they're Africans. Brothers and sisters, the slave trade couldn't have happened. You feel me? Because that thing was going on for months. All right? You trying to tell me all these people are chained up? Nobody's using the bathroom. Nobody could pee. Nobody could eat. Women were having their menstruals. Come on, man. Everybody would have died on that trip. And first of all, why they show in the movie Roots that pregnant women was on the ship throwing babies and jumping in the water. First of all, I guarantee you that ship had no women, if there was a ship at all. Because why are you bringing a pregnant woman to the Americas when they already had women here, when you could have just brought the men, okay, and mixed them with the women and got them pregnant right here in the Americas? Come on, man. I mean, when you just sit down and think about it, you know it's a bunch of BS. Huh? It just doesn't make sense. So that whole reparations thing, man, it's like I said, it's a setup. It's a setup. Okay? It's a setup, and they know it. And a lot of people are going to fall for it because They are trying to lessen our number because they know that the American Aborigines, we waking up. Okay, we stepping up. They know this. So they say, okay, you know what? If these American Aborigines, these American Indians, they come together, it's going to be a problem. Because we actually remember what happened the last time. Because they were already free. All right? And when we enslaved some of these Africans, and these Africans seen that the American Indians were free, they're the same complexion for the most part, but they're free. They say, okay, you know what? Nah, this got to be a problem. So we got to get rid of some of these American Indians. What are we going to do? We're going to send some of them up north into New York. We're going to send some of them even into Africa. Okay? Brothers and sisters, that's what they're trying to do again. Because it's a different day and age. They cannot come with guns and get rid of us. So they have to give us this little bait. It's a bait. Okay? Hoping that we're gonna bite. And a lot of people are biting because they want to lessen our numbers, so when this thing really hit the fan, they don't have a big fight on their hands. Okay? Y'all at war, but y'all don't realize it. Y'all think this is sweet? It's a game? These people are not playing games with us. They are not. And the only reason why they don't look at us as a threat right now is because they know they have a lot of people who look like us that are actually sellouts. All right? So they're not looking at us as a big threat, because when you have platforms that constantly telling you you're black and African American, all right? When you have platforms that's telling you, oh, you're indigenous, you're an aborigine, but you cannot come and live on my part of the land because my grandfather and my grandmother and my great-grandfather was there first. So y'all cannot come and set up shop there because they are fighting to get a little reparations, not reparations, to be recognized. Come on, family. Listen, the whole point of this video is to reach out to everybody and say, listen, okay, we cannot afford to be playing the game of the colonizers. Let us take an example from Haiti's book. And everybody's always trying to put down the Haitians. Let me tell you something. I am proud and I love my Haitian brothers and sisters. Okay? If I was a Haitian, I would have been proud to be a Haitian, because Haiti was the first country to ever get their independence from this beast. Okay? And what did Haiti do? Even right here in the United States, all right, when people were being enslaved, they didn't know where to go. I'm talking about the free colored people, which was actually the American Indians, because the American Indians were actually the free coloreds. Haiti told them, you know what? Come to Haiti. We are going to give you our citizenship. We will give you our passports. Even people in Africa, Haiti was telling that. That's how strong Haiti was. Why you think they trying to cripple Haiti today? Huh? Why do you think that? Because they know the people, they are resilient. They are warriors, Tainos, Arawaks. They know that. So when they tell you, oh, the Arawaks were the weakest and they were the mildest, so they all died from smallpox. Get that, man. Listen, if I smack somebody in the damn face for believing that bullshit, come on. Because the Haiti people were so resilient. The majority of them were Arawaks. But they don't want you to know that. So they're going to tell you the Arawaks were the weakest ones. Y'all gotta realize the game that the colonizers keep playing on y'all. You feel me? And one of me and my brothers was building today. And we brought up that in conversation. Let's look at this from another perspective as well, right? Okay. So they say that in their books, and that's what they teach in school, right? They teach in their books that the majority of the American Indians was what? The majority of the American Indians were killed by smallpox, by diseases. Well, I'm going to prove to you that's a bunch of bullshit, right? Furthermore, let's look at it this way. If we were already on this land, okay, and we were immune to certain diseases on this land because we've been here, it's our home, right? Now, you trying to tell me that these people brought smallpox, right? And You had Africans who were among us, and you had this so-called Caucasian. Well, you had Caucasians who were among us, and you have this fake $5 Indians who claiming to be Indians. If they say they have been here, so that means they were here too, right? So why is that the smallpox and these diseases killed off all the Indians, but it didn't kill off all the white people? How come it didn't kill off all the Africans? I'll wait. Let me drink some distilled water on that one. I want somebody to answer that for me. I'll wait. I'll wait. Come on, man. Can you see the holes that I'm poking in all these lies? Huh? Hear what I'm saying? If all these diseases that was here killed the Indians, the original Indians, right? How is that it didn't kill the Africans? How is that it didn't kill the white people? And I'm saying so-called white people. That's because that's not true, okay? They made us extinct on paper. You feel me? We have always been here and we are still here. And that's not what this is about. This is about people on YouTube and Facebook going around making claims, well, this is our part of Turtle Island, okay? My family have always been here. And we about to get federally recognized, or we are federally recognized, so nobody else could come and set up shop where we at. Come on, man. Yo, we cannot have that type of mentality, because that's how the divide and conquer comes in. You feel me? Because like I said before, there is more of us that's federally recognized than those of us who are. So therefore, when all of us who are not federally recognized, we come together and we unite. Okay? And when you try to, just by you who isolated us and tell us we couldn't come to where you were at, when they start coming after your ass, guess what? Don't ask us to join you. Don't ask us to come look out for you. We ain't doing that. Because you think we're not going to get it together? Huh? Because a lot of our people cannot find the tribes that they came from? Come on. I know what tribe I came from. I'm a Kalinago and Anianwea. So I know. So worst comes to worst, like I always say, I could go to Dominica because the Kalinagos are there. That's where I was born. But I am here fighting for my people of the American continent. I'm not just focused on the Kalinago. I'm not just focused on the Anianwea. No. I'm focused on all the tribes and all the clans, because we are all brothers and sisters. You feel me? So anybody who's preaching that this is where my grandparents were and this is mine and nobody could come set up shop, you're looking to create enemies, because you're playing the same blood and crip bullshit. Okay? That's how the colonizers are able to infiltrate, because of people like y'all. You dig? So I'm just saying, man, we got to get it together. All right? We got to get it together, because this is no time for us to start separating. All right? This is no time for us to start fighting amongst each other. We ain't got no time for that. Right now it's about unity. I don't care what part of the American continent that you are. Okay? If I happen to buy 10 acres, I want as many of my brothers and sisters to be on them 10 acres. I don't care what bloodline you came from. I don't care what family you came from. As long as you're indigenous, you're an aborigine of the American continent, you have a place. And anybody who cannot have that mentality, they are not for us. And yes, Chief Kalinago said that. Okay? Because I know a lot of them going to see this video and think I'm talking about them. Guess what? I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. Because I'm just tired, man. I'm tired. You know? How are we going to allow ourselves to be in a position that we're in today? Granted, it happened. Okay? But At what point are we going to turn around? Okay, at what point are we going to make this paradigm shift? At what point we're going to say, you know what, let us do what the Haitians do. If you cannot find your home, if you cannot find your place, then you are welcome here. Why we can't take a page from their book? You afraid you lose your little $50,000 you get every single month? That's what you're afraid of? You're afraid that you will lose your privilege to travel? Well, guess what? You don't have to be an American Indian to travel, okay? Because by law, we have the right to travel. So let me ask you a real question, all right? Why do we need to be federally recognized when the laws are already in place? Come on, man. The law's already in place. IRS told you paying taxes is optional. Social Security already told you having a Social Security is optional. The law, okay, which is the supreme law of the land, already said that you don't need a driver's license to travel. That's the law. So why are you fighting so hard to be federally recognized? Because what? You love the master? Because you want to be under the control of the master? You want to still play the division game that I'm better than you because I'm recognized? Come on, man. The Most High gave us this earth as aboriginals of the earth. And this belongs to each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. Okay? So maybe that's another reason why our ancestors had to learn this lesson. Because I'm certainly sure there were tribes who were doing the same thing. Well, this is ours. So when the colonizers came and said what? The colonizers say, okay, you know what? They claiming this and they got beef with this other tribe because they don't want this tribe to pass this route because that's their land. So let me see. Let me go learn their languages like they said, like I said before. And I'm going to create enmity. I'm going to create beef between them. All right. So see what happened today? If we didn't divide, if there wasn't division amongst us, that would have never happened. So we got to learn to take a page from our ancestors' book. All right. And learn the lessons that we have to learn that made them fall. Okay. And use what they had that made them strong so that we will not repeat those same errors. Okay. Period. So, with that being said, I'm about to conclude this video. I just wanted to come speak my mind, speak what's on my heart. I am tired of the games. I'm tired of the separations. I'm tired of these so-called people on YouTube calling themselves leaders, whatever they call themselves, and preaching this division. Okay? Because you know what happened to our people. Our people have been abused. Our people have been hurt. These colonizers, they don't acknowledge or respect any of the treaties. How can you trust the word of the colonizer? How can you do this? You feel me? When our only mission should be to unite across the Americas. That is the only mission we should have. Man, because the entire world is waiting on us. Even our African cousins are waiting on us. Even if a lot of them don't like us. Come on, man. So the point I'm trying to make is this. We have to get our stuff together. All right? And unless we are able to come together and realize what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours, then the Creator is going to continue to show us this lesson, this hard lesson until we learn it. Okay? Until we learn it, because we were, and to a certain extent we still are, we were a nature people. All right? We lost our way, yes, but we are fine because we had a love for each other on this American continent. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you, because it's the only reason why they were able to infiltrate us is because we have love in our heart. Look at our people today. The police would shoot one of our people, and the very next day we get up and say what? Oh, Jesus will forgive. We forget, we forgive. Come on. Because that is just us by nature. That's our nature. When they came, we were the children of the wilderness, butt naked. You know what I mean? And we didn't look at our women in a derogatory way. No, we didn't do that. Because that was just so natural. You know, beautiful, perky. Blah, 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 blah. You know, come on, man. So here we are degrading our women, you know, demonizing our women when we had such an honor for them, such respect for them because they were so beautiful. Huh? Come on, man. Goddesses. What? Our men fought and defended and died to defend our women. Don't let nobody fool you. They have to go get help to overpower us. So at the ending of the day, all right, it was people who looked just like us that came here and we gave them a helping hand. We gave them an olive branch and they betrayed us. All right. And a lot of these people, they still have the blood of their ancestors in them and they're still here to divide. They're still here to help us get conquered. Brothers and sisters, it is us against the world. Be careful who you bring into your circle. Be careful who you call your friend. Watch, listen, let me tell y'all something, right? Sometimes you have to be silent and listen to people talk. And a lot of times people say, well, Chief, you know what? When I send you an email, you always respond and you always ask to leave my number, or you give me your number and we call you. You know what? Other people don't do that. But I do that for a reason. Well, not just a reason, a few reasons, right? Here's one of the reasons. One of the reasons is this. A lot of our people are seeking answers, all right? And if we are on here motivating our people and building our people, enlightening our people, the least we could do is have a phone conversation with them. Okay? The least we could do is return an email. Because a lot of times they feel alone. A lot of times they have no one to talk to because everybody around them think they're crazy. And then the system is using that as a tool to grab our people and tell them, oh, well, you need a psychiatric evaluation because you are saying things that's not conducive to their system. So that's one of the reasons why I talk to my people. Okay, because I want to feel their vibe. I want to feel their vibration. You feel me? I'll tell you this, and I'm not looking for no accolades or no pat on the back for nobody. If I need to do that, I'll do it for myself. But let me tell you something. Out of 100 people, and I'm just giving a number, if 100 people have reached out to me via email, 97% of them will tell you. 97 of them will tell you that Chief returned my email and even spoke to me on the phone. Go ahead and do a survey if y'all don't believe me, right? And guess what? The other 3% is either I didn't get the email or when I called, they didn't pick up, and I'm not gonna keep calling people. Okay? I'm not gonna keep calling people. But let me tell you something. Nobody could say that when they email Chief don't respond. You feel me? At least, like I said, 97% of the people. So that's one of the reasons why I do that. Because I want to connect with my people. All right? I want to hear their voice. I want to feel their vibration. I want to feel their energy. That's number one reason. Okay? The second reason, I do a lot of spiritual work. Meaning that I know how to feel people out. So I like to hear their voices. Okay? And let me tell y'all something. When you make people feel comfortable and you open up your ear to them, they're going to talk. Because all people want to do is get an ear to listen to them. All right? So I listen to them and I hear them talk. And I feel the vibration and the energy. And while they are talking, I'm listening, I'm hearing, but I'm also putting things out there in the universe, asking the ancestors to let me feel things and hear things to know if their spirits are right. Okay? Y'all think, because anybody that I bring into my circle, okay? Anybody that I bring into my circle, I have to feel their energy. I have to feel their vibrations. And that's what I do. Okay? That's what I do. You have to do that because you don't know who is who. A lot of times people send their representatives. A lot of times people send, okay, they send their representation. And you have to be mindful because not everybody who look like you is for you. Okay? Family, we all have Judases. So you have to know how to discern in the spirit who is who and what reason they came into your life for. So you have to be able to read energy. Okay? You have to be able to do that. And you have to be able to listen to people's voices and feel certain things and hear certain things. And some people wonder, well, why they only talk to me one time? It's because your energy wasn't right. Not everybody now, because sometimes it was just meant for me to have one conversation with you. You were looking for some answers. You called me, I gave it to you, and you said, Chief, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate it. And I never heard from you again. No hard feelings. It's okay. I didn't feel used. All right? I am happy that you were able to use me, but you didn't get a chance to abuse me. You see, there's a difference. And I always tell our people this, right? I tell our people this. Please use me, but just don't abuse me. Okay? Because that's what I'm here for, to assist as much as I can. But anybody I feel that want to abuse me, I'm just going to fall back from you. All right? That's it. Because I'm not going to allow you to abuse me. But I do want you to use me. We have to learn to use each other. All right? In a positive way. Because a lot of times when people go, oh, you're being used. You're using me. It's okay to be used. Okay? If it's not okay to be used, then what's the point? Right? The thing is, don't allow people to abuse you. That's all. All right? So please use me. That's why I always put my emails. Okay? You have questions. You want to build. Reach out. That's what I'm here for. All right? That's what I'm here for. All I'm just saying is, I get a lot of emails. Just give me a day or two or maybe even a week to respond to you. But normally, I respond to people within 2 or 3 days or even the same day sometimes. All right? Because we have a lot of work to do. And things for some reason, it seems like things are moving at a fast pace. You know why? Because things have sped up because these people know that the American Aborigine is waking up and they didn't realize it was going to happen so fast. They didn't realize that. You see, right now, they don't even know how to act. What are we going to do now? These Aborigines, they're waking up. They know who they are. What are we going to do? So they're finding ways. And part of the reparations, that's why that talk is coming up right now. Because that's one of their solutions. All right? That's one of their solutions. It's like, okay, you know what? They don't know what to do. They always put themselves in a position. And that's the thing with bullies, right? A bully will keep punching you in your face. And they will keep beating you up. And they feel good. That one day you punch him back in his damn face. Trust me. He will never know what to do. You and that bully going to become best friends. I've experienced that twice in my life. All right? That where I ran into bullies, bullying every single person in high school. And when they came across me, they didn't realize that Chief was. And when I strike, that very next day, me and the bully was best friends. I'm telling you, that's the nature of a bully. These people are bullies. And now that we are standing up, we're ready to stand up and fight back. They don't know what to do. So they're looking for an easy way out. Okay, you know what? The majority of them are still lost. They still think they're Africans. Let's give them some money, get them to sign this contract, put them on a boat, and we're going to send their ass to Africa. That's what's happening. It is that simple. Because the truth of the matter is, they want our home. They want our land. All right? They want our land. And even the people who look like us, I did a video yesterday about it. I'm not going to go talk about it again. All right? They are conquerors themselves. They look like us, but they are conquerors. All right? They are conquerors. They still want our land. You feel me? Because they feel that the pale man betrayed them, so they got something to prove. Brothers and sisters, we are being used as a pawn in this game, like we have always been. Because even when the French and the British was fighting, what did the American Indians have to do? We had to just sit in the middle. The British and the French are fighting, gunshots and bullets and tanks going over our heads, and we just sitting chilling. Hmm? It's the same thing. History is going to repeat itself, right? We're going to sit around and watch the pale face, okay? And yes, you know who I'm talking about. The brothers who look like us that came here and brought them here, right? You're going to see them go up and fight against each other again. You know why? Because they are still mad that the pale face, the pale man, betrayed them. So what they're doing, they're pushing the narrative that we all came from Africa, or we all are this certain group, right? So that they could have a strong army to fight the pale man that betrayed them. Brothers and sisters, y'all got to read between the lines. Y'all got to see what's going on. Open up your eyes. See for yourself. All right? So we have to make a stand as the American Aborigines and nothing else. Okay? As the people that were coined the American Indians and nothing else. Anybody who's trying to pull you in any other direction, it's a problem. Okay? It's a problem. It's a trick. It's a game. It's a setup. So if you could find your tribe or your clan, so to speak, and you could find out what it is, then claim that. Because that's your bloodline. That's your nationality. That's where you came from. Okay? So again, I could either put Kalinago, or I could put, which Kalinago is the same thing as Carib, or I could put Anion-Wea, which is the real name for Cherokee. Okay? Some people may have to put Blackfoot. When I say put, I'm just saying identify. Okay? That's who you are. You're not black, you're not African American. If you Choctaw, you say you Choctaw. If you Chickasaw, you Chickasaw. If you Blackfoot, Lenape, whatever it is, say that's what you are. If you're Natchez, if you're Lumbi, do as much research as you can. All right? And if all else fails and you cannot find anything, then talk to somebody who already have a nation. You know what I mean? Can I be a part of the nation? As long as your heart is right, I don't see why they wouldn't want you to be a part of it. You feel me? And that's what we're supposed to do, man. All our brothers who are lost, they can't find their way. Let us pull them in and embrace them. Don't tell them, well, because you can't find it, well, you can't be a part of us. And that's what a lot of these people are doing who are seeking federal recognition. They're doing the same thing that these $5 Indians are doing. Y'all seen the video I did with the Cherokee Nation. Y'all heard the dude. It's the thing they're doing. Same thing that they're doing. What are they doing different from these people? They're isolating those that cannot find their way. Come on, man. You know paper genocide is real, son. You know that. So I will never support that kind of behavior. Period. And there's no way they could tell me they could justify that. I will walk up in their face and tell them straight up, yo, what y'all doing is some BS. All right? Come on, man. Anyway, I said my piece, man. You know, I'm gonna go back and finish up my paperwork. But you know, once it's on my heart, man, I'm gonna speak it. All right? Once it's on my heart, I'm gonna speak it. Period. Okay? I'm going to speak it because there is no way in hell. We supposed to be here. The tax is supposed to be going to us. Okay? That was the deal from the very beginning. Okay? They're supposed to pay us taxes, not us paying them taxes. All right? Look at our land. We are traveling our land. We got to pay tolls. No, that's not right. The American Indian shouldn't pay tolls to travel our land. You feel me? Before you came, we were traveling our land freely. So what does that mean? We should need your driver's license to travel our land. And actually, that's the law. That's the supreme law of the land. You don't need a driver's license to travel because you're not doing commerce. Okay? But at the end of the day, people are just lost in the mix, man. Don't force us to assimilate. And how many of us are not holding them accountable? For real. Don't force us to assimilate. But because we are not united as a people, they make examples of one or two. Okay, that's all they do. Come on, man. We have rights that are given to us by our Creator. And we are too forgiving as a people. Because here's one thing about forgiveness, right? I'll break this down to y'all. They gave us religion, especially this book, that speak about a Jesus that tell you to forgive and turn the other cheek. I'll tell you why they gave that to us. Because, you see, the universe already is set up perfectly. And in the universe, there's what cause and effect. Meaning that to every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. All right? So, the God of the Old Testament is an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So that's when the wars were going on. All right? You slap me, I'm going to slap you back. I'm breaking down the Bible for you. This ain't got nothing to do with no sky daddy, all right? That is all nations, okay? Talking to each other, okay? That's what it is, all right? You come and you violate our tribe or our people, we're going to violate yours. That's just what it was. You feel me? Now, after they conquered and they did what they had to do, they said, you know what? We got to switch this around. We got to bring a son of God to change the rules that God made and say, you know what, forget an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, turn the other cheek. Are y'all peeping this game? I'm going to repeat that again, right? The Bible is the story about a generation, a family of people, okay, and that's their laws, okay? They're talking about their laws and their gods and the wars that they fought with different nations. Okay? That's what they're talking about. Those are the descendants of Adam and Eve. All right? They came from Adam and Eve. That's not us. Here, us in the Americas, we from Adam and Eve. Okay? Just so y'all know. All right. So, they were fighting each other, and one nation put out there that our gods say that if you touch us, we're going to touch you back. In other words, an eye for an eye, for a tooth for a tooth. In other words, you don't mess with me, I'm not going to mess with you. All right? So wars were fought. And then after the conquerors, all right, the conquers was done, the conquering was done. You feel me? Then they said, okay, we good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into other people's land and territories, their shit, and tell them that all they have to do is turn the other cheek. All right? So when you see we do stuff like that, we go against the laws of the universe. Because in the universe, what it means is this. If you do something, it's going to fall back on you. Period. So when we forgive these people who kill our children in the streets, when we forgive these people who do these things to us, what are we doing? We are relieving them of their karma. I hope you heard me. When you forgive them, you are making sure that they're not held liable, that the universe don't make them pay their karma. Okay? We got to stop forgiving. Let them pay their karma. Let them pay their karma. Let our ancestors deal with them. Let the universe deal with them. Okay? That's what we got to do. And I promise you, once you start doing that, they will start changing, because there is no spiritual debt to pay, because you have already forgiven them. Okay? If somebody does something to you and you forgive them, you cannot take them to court. You can't. If you tell the judge, well, you know what, he punched me in my face and I forgave him, You're not going to pay the debt. You're not going to pay. It's the same thing, family. Can y'all hear me? All right. Let me see. Oh, no. All right. No. I need to know if you guys could hear me. Am I still live? Well, it says I'm live, but I don't know. So let me know what's good. I'm about to wrap it up anyway, but I just want to know. Yeah, all right. You break up. More reading, searching. Can you guys hear me though? All right, good, good, good. Yeah, for some reason it keeps saying my battery's low. I don't know why it's doing that. Like for real. I don't know why it's doing that, man. Like, oh man. I mean, the phone is plugged in. I don't know why it's saying the battery's low. Like, okay. Phone is plugged in. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up soon, but I just wanted to come and come just share this with you guys, man. Like, we gotta we gotta stop this selfish behavior that's amongst ourselves, because if we cannot learn from the mistakes of the past, we're gonna repeat the same thing over and over again. All right, and to me that's a problem. Okay, it's a problem. We cannot afford to repeat the mistakes of the past. All right, that selfish attitude. I mean, here I am, busting my ass every single day, putting in work for not just my family, not just my immediate people in my circle, but for everybody. Going around the country, doing all this stuff and I'm talking about, I'm paying for all that. You know what I'm saying? And here we are. We have people that's in better positions. All right. They have land. They got things. Come on, man. Start inviting our people. Get them out of these cities. You know what I'm saying? Pull them on the land. Extend an olive branch to them, man. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm trying to get some land so we could go build. I'm trying, fam, but I can't do this alone, yo. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. And it's crazy that you have people, again, they're fighting to be federally recognized, and they are in positions to start pulling in our brothers and sisters to make themselves stronger. To make themselves stronger so that we could deal with the situations we need to deal with. But y'all over here playing the division, the divide game. Ah, man. Anyway, I know somebody asked about the Maroons. So let me just answer that real quick. Why is this thing, yo, man, this thing is starting to piss me off, like for real. Like, come on, man. Let me see. Anyway. I know somebody asked about the Maroons, right? The Maroons, and if you want to talk a little bit about the Maroons, go check my video about that me and Brother Crumb did. All right, I had my brother Crumb as a guest, and I'll just give you a quick synopsis about the Maroons. The Maroons are actually the Arawaks and the Tainos. All right, they're the same people. All right, because the Arawaks, the Tainos is literally an extension of the Arawaks, just like the Caribs, the Colonagos, right? So with that being said, you got to think about it. It's basic common sense. No African nation could come into the Americas and have their own government. All right, I'm going to repeat myself. Okay, no African government could come into the Americas and have their own government. Why you think the Moors cannot have their own government? Because they're Africans. Okay, so just letting y'all know again, keeping it real. So the Maroons, don't they have their own government in Jamaica? So what does that tell you? They are indigenous. They are aboriginals. They are the original Arawaks. But they're playing the games with the rest of the Jamaican people, letting them think they're from Africa. While it's only the Maroons that's indigenous. That's not true. So they're playing this game all over. All right? So I have to put that in perspective. All right? No Africans could come into the Americas and have a government. Okay? All right then. Okay? No, Moors don't have a government. Don't fool yourself, fam. All right. Moors have an organization that is controlled by the United States. Let us not play the games with the people. All right, we ain't playing the games on this. Okay, let us not play these games on this channel. All right, I know the deal. All right, they have a government, but they're under the United States, just like the federally recognized tribes. They only allowed certain privileges because of treaties and the More Sundry Act, but they are still considered Africans. All right, they are not Aborigines or American Indians, in the United States document and in their system. Don't get it twisted. All right, you're talking to the wrong one. I know this. All right, for a fact. Okay, so that's why even Noble Drew Ali had to claim his Cherokee lineage. Okay, I ain't the one to play these games with, just so you know. Okay, anybody could set up a government. All right, anybody could set up a government. The question is, how much authority or jurisdiction do you have? All right, that's the thing. Okay, so the only people who have the natural right to set up any kind of government and have immunity in their own land are American Aborigines. And when I say immunity, meaning that they have the highest authority on the land. Anybody else, they will allow them to do certain things. Why do you think, what's his name? Michael's Z York. Why do you think Z York? Oh man, why is this thing? Yo, stop playing, man. Why do you think Z York got into the situation he got into? Huh? They talk about, oh, he was messing with little girls. Nah, I don't think that was the case. He got into a situation because he's Sudanese. All right, he was from Sudan and trying to build an empire on American ground. Bro, you're African. The United States is not going to allow you to do that. All right, just like the Moors, they're Africans. The United States is not going to allow you to do that. Period. They're not going to. Okay? So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But anyway, I've talked enough about Moors. You know, I don't want Moors to think I'm their enemy. All right? I'm not y'all enemy. I just want to make sure y'all stop playing the games with my people. That's what I want to stop. Okay? But you guys are not my enemies, all right? Just so you know. I just like the truth to be told. Period. That's it. Okay, so anyway, fam, I'm about to shut this down, and I guess we'll talk, some other time. Pardon me. All right, we'll talk some other time. I'm gonna do I gotta talk to you guys about a couple of things. I'll leave that for another build. All right, I'm gonna leave that for another build. But we still got a lot of work to do. Anyway, the moral of this video, the whole point was, we got to stop playing the separation game. All right. If a lot of us are in a position where we have land, and we know brothers and sisters are out here struggling, you know what I'm saying, cannot pay their rent. You got women with children. A lot of it is no good bastard men, left these women with children that they got to raise, and the system is abusing these children, because our sisters are waking up to who they are, being indigenous. They taking their children, they putting them in jail. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you have a lot of our people that already got land. They're not reaching out. They're not doing videos. They're not hitting me up. They're not hitting all the people up and say, hey, chief, you know what? We got some land. Let's bring some sisters here to build and do what we got to do. Come on, man. How do you think we're going to get where we got to go if we have this attitude, this selfish attitude? That's what's mine is mine. And forget you if you ain't got it. Huh? Come on, we can't do that no more. We're living in a different day and age. No, it's about unity. Huh? Don't you think if I could take the pressure, from a sister that consider herself to be a single mom, you think I wouldn't do it if I could? Huh? Why do you think I'm working so hard to put all these things in perspective? It's because I want to create that for our people. Too many of our women running around here, being proud to be single women. That's not part of our culture, man. That's not part of our culture. None of our women should be single women. Should be single mothers. It doesn't mean that you have to be a man, but you could be amongst the community. the village that helped you raise that child. If the man so chooses he don't want to be in the picture, there's nothing to be proud to be a single mother. And I'm not throwing shade. I'm just letting you know that's not a trophy. But too many of y'all celebrating that. Granted, I'm gonna give you respect because you know what? You did it on your own. But it's nothing for me. It's not part of our culture. All right, we have lost our way. There's no way any of our women should be single mothers. Period. So I'm trying to play, I'm not trying, I'm playing my part in doing what I got to do so we could bring some of our people together, to build together, to work together. So when we have sisters that's struggling, you know what I'm saying? When we have sisters that's struggling, what? Provide for them. Provide for them. And like I said, man, I don't want to turn this into a battle with Moors, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all have the same situation that we are dealing with. All right. I just tell people, don't force your religion on me. All right. And don't tell me that I'm a Moor or this is all right. Period. That's when me and you're gonna part ways. All right. That's it. But apart from that, I'm cool with everybody. But I know what's true to be true, and I know what's factual. Okay, and I know that the stealth, what you may call it, secretive hijack is on its way, and I'm gonna continue to speak against it. All right, I'm gonna continue to speak against it. You feel me? I'm from the Americas, fam. I've said we know where I was born in many videos. So I'm like I said, I'm not gonna get into any debate with any Moors on this channel. All right, I'm not gonna get into any big conversations. I just bring the facts and let people research it, and that's that. All right. No, I'm not saying you, fam. I'm just saying in general, because a lot of people like to come on the channel and be disagreeables. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got time for that. I'm a builder, and that's what I'm doing, building. I ain't got no time for breaking down. All right, but if I get a house that's standing and there's some old shit rock in it, I will get rid of the old shit rock. Okay, so that's just where I'm at with it. You feel me? But just so you know, I get it. Just because you have an L or a B in your name, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're from Africa. All right, based on what I've learned, is that those are just titles, and I could respect that. Okay, thank you for the supporting the super chat, family. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, $20 support. Thank you. Good looking. All right. So at the end of the day, I'm not here to chastise my brothers and sisters. All I want is just to bring the truth. That's it. It's nothing more, nothing less. All right. So because you have an L or a B on your name, it doesn't mean that you believe you're African. I know that. All right. Because based on what I've understood, that it's a title that means something. So I can't take that away from nobody. Like I said, where I draw the line is when you start telling me this is Morocco, when you start telling me that I'm a Moor, when you start telling me I'm African, okay? That's when I start having a problem with that. But apart from that, I'm good with everybody. As long as you're not one of those Moors that are a dirty glass Moor. As long as you're not that, I'm cool with you. You feel me? So you see, there we go. That's the whole thing. Tell me about this is Morocco. You see, that's why I don't want to get into these debates, fam. All right? America is not Morocco. Okay? America is the old world, and it's been here way before Morocco. All right? Moors are children of Moabites. They came from Lot, a man that slept with his daughter and sodomized his daughters. All right? So I didn't come from that. I'm not saying you're debating. I'm saying I didn't come from that bloodline. I didn't come from a Moabite. I didn't come from Lot. Or you feel me? My ancestry didn't come from Sodom and Gomorrah. You feel me? So I just want you to know that. All right? I'm from a bloodline of deities, fam. Okay? So I know who I am. But anyway, Once I mean, for you to be all ears, my brother, you have to be able to see the truth. All right, because once you start telling me this is Morocco, that means you're not seeking truth. All right, you're going based on the narrative of what you were taught. You feel me? That's what you're going on the narrative of based you were taught. America has never been Morocco. You feel me? It has never been. Morocco is new. And America is the old world. Granted, it may not have been called America, but a piece of landmass that has been here from time immemorial. So how could it be Morocco? Hmm? I mean, think of what you were saying. I mean, come on. I mean, my nieces, they wouldn't even believe that, and they're under the age of 11. So for growing people to believe these stories, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know, it was the seat of the Moroccan Empire, but not the American Empire. It's two different things, fam. It's two different things. What y'all fail to realize is that in the Americas we had different tribes. We didn't have one nation that ruled over everybody else. That only started happening when your invaders, your people came, the Moors. When y'all people came here and started taking our stuff, so we had to come together from families to clans, from clans to nations. You feel me? But we have always been a people that have been tribal. Okay, when I say tribal, I mean that we had clans. We have always been clan people. Okay? We have always been clan people. America wasn't always called America because we were all in tribes. Okay, so you talking about recent times, family. I'm talking about from time immemorial. My people have always been here. When we were just living on the land, running around butt naked. Okay? There was no Morocco then. Shoot, there wasn't even no Africa then. So y'all got to stop preaching these things to people and fooling them, man. You feel me? So I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'm not debating that yours wasn't here. All I'm just saying is I'm not a Moor. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm just telling you. You could be what you want to be. All right? And I'm just letting you know the majority of us that's in the Americas, we're not Moors. You feel me? So if you're, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's just what it is. If you're Lenape, I know Lenapes don't call themselves Moors, so you're spreading rumors. You know what I mean? So we have to realize that. Okay? We have to realize that you're talking about recent hostile takeovers. That the only reason why the Moroccan flag flew here is because Moors came here to take what's ours. All right? Because how are you going to tell me that all these these thousands and thousands and thousands of tribes, we had one flag? I mean, come on, seriously. I just gave you my perspective. The Most High created man and put man over all the face of the earth. So unless you could prove to me that from inception, when the Creator created everybody, he called them Moors, then you're telling me fairy. You guys are coming here to force your religion on us, okay? Force your ideologies on us, and we're not going to go for that because the Creator gave us the laws of nature. The Creator put the laws of the Creator in our hearts and minds, and it's that simple. So unless you could go back millions of years ago and tell me and show me that we were called Moors, then you're telling me something that was created by man. Period. Okay? There is no documents where my ancestors ever called themselves Moors. There's no documents where any American Aborigines call themselves Moors. None whatsoever. However, anything, whether it may be in the congressional records or anything, it showed that Moors came here as foreigners. So all these stories y'all making up, y'all need to stop that. All right? Stop. Because they're all stories and fairy tales. All right? You guys are saying, you know what I'm saying? You are you trying to set up this game to fool my people into giving up their identity so that y'all could take our land the same way y'all came to take it when y'all brought the Caucasian man here. Okay? Are you guys gonna deny that you brought the pale man here? Are you gonna deny it? Are you going to deny that y'all ruled Spain for 711 years, and after you lost your reign, that's when you came here? Are you going to deny that? Come on, man, stop. I got too much facts to to debunk what y'all talking about. All right, and even if I didn't have the facts, based on common sense alone, I don't even have to go into scholarly work. Okay, I don't even have to do all that to go into scholarship. I don't have to do that. It's basic common sense. The Most High created man and put man in every part of the world. It's that simple. There we go. We know who we are, man. This is not the platform, fam. You know what I'm saying? So this is not the platform. Okay? It's not the platform. So at the end of the day, man, this platform is for about we, the American Aborigines that was Indians. We know who we are. And we're not going to fall again for the trick. Okay? We know when y'all came here, we treated y'all like family and brothers, and y'all fought for what was ours. And because y'all couldn't beat us, y'all enslaved my people. Why y'all never talk about that? Why do you people never talk about that? Why don't you talk about the barbarian wars? Why don't you talk about when y'all came here and kidnapped my people and took them to Africa and Britain as slaves? Y'all never talk about that. Exactly. They never talk about that. You feel me? They never talk about that. Y'all introduced slavery into the Americas. We didn't enslave our people. Y'all brought that here, fam. We're going, no one came here before Africa. What are you talking about, man? Africa is new, man. Africa is new. Anyway, I give the message that I wanted to give. Like I said, you trying to turn this into a debate, and I don't do this. All right, my people know who they are, and that's all that matters to me. Okay, that's all that matters to me. I've already debunked all the lies and the fairy tales, and I know exactly what y'all are doing. Okay, I know exactly what y'all are doing, but it's not going to work because the Most High already have the design. Okay, our ancestors already know what's going to happen. So it doesn't matter what y'all try, it's not going to work because our ancestors are not going to allow us to fall into the same trap that they fell into. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, all right. So, it's funny how you've never been on my channel. It's your first time, but you've been waiting for me to do me. Okay. Wow. Again, you see the disingenuous, all right, about about y'all folks, man. I mean, a lot of you guys are actually disagreeables, man. Disagreeables, and that's why I have a lot of respect for the so-called clean glass Moors. Okay, there are clean glass Moors that speak the truth, and those are the ones that I respect. All right, not the ones that's here trying to turn our land into a Moroccan empire to try to hijack what's ours. We've been through that. All right. So at the end of the day, I respect the Moors that tell the truth. Those are the ones that I respect. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it as that. Okay. Man, I don't need to talk to nobody. I speak to the Creator and my ancestors. They already know who I am. So why would I depend on man that's flawed, the flesh that's flawed, when my ancestors already came in visions and showed me who I was? Huh? My ancestors already came in visions and showed me what happened to them on this American continent. Come on. Trying to tell me my ancestors, they deceiving me? Come on, bruh. You play, man, listen, man. For real. All right. So at the end of the day, this here is about unity. And if you want to work with us, I don't care what you call yourself, but you're not gonna trick us into calling ourselves anything else than who we are. Period. And that's why I tell my people, be very mindful of who they trust. Okay? Because there are a lot of snakes in the grass. All right? There are a lot of snakes in the grass. Okay? There are a lot of snakes in the grass. So we ain't playing that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And only time will tell, man. Only time will tell, because you see, everything is coming out to light. Everything is coming out to light. And I know soon enough, the United States and everybody is going to tell the truth. Okay? They're going to tell the truth. They're already telling the truth, but they're going to make it public. And they're going to show everybody who's who. Oh? So there we go. So at the end of the day, and remember this, family, not everybody's going to get along. Okay? It's totally impossible. And y'all may say, well, Chief, man, that don't sound like you. I'm just being real. Okay? You have to realize that we live in and I've said this before, we live in a dual world. Okay? Where there's a left, there has to be a right. Where there's good, there have to be evil. Okay? So what you have to know is this. The same way we are fighting, okay, for our identity in our home, there are people who are going to fight against that. And a lot of them are going to look like us. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have to keep that in mind. All right? We don't have to fill out nobody's census. We don't have to fill out nobody's. Okay? And even on the census, there's no such thing as being a Moor. All right? So let us not get tricked into playing the games. All right? We don't have to fill out nobody's census because before they came here, we didn't have any census. So we are not obligated to fill that out. All we know is we are of the land and we have always been here. Okay? So that's just what it is. So again, and that's what I'm talking about with our people, man. You have to realize that there are people that came among us to cause separation. And that's what they did in the past. And I'm telling you, you see, the universe always show us the truth. The same stuff I dropped on the video yesterday is the same thing that's happening today, because that's what they do. They come, they cause separation, they divide, and then they conquer. I'm telling you, that's the nature of these people, man. So y'all better watch yourselves. Okay? Watch yourselves. If you know who you are, your grandmother told you who you are, then listen to your grandmother. Grandma didn't put you on the wrong path. So don't allow these jokers to come put us on the wrong path. All right? Like I said, I have respect for those who speak the truth. And that's it. You feel me? Indeed, I'm doing the Most High work, and that's it. I'm going to continue to do it. That's it. And it is what it is. All right? So I'm going to continue to walk in the spirit. That's it, man. You know? So brothers and sisters, I'm about to, like I said, call this a wrap. Man, it's been a long day. I'm still a little tired. All right? I'm still a little tired from that long trip from Memphis. But, you know, we got a lot of work coming up. And like I told y'all before, y'all don't have to get caught up with the census, all right? Because you don't need anybody's approval for anything in your own land. Okay, what we need to do is unite as a people, come together, get our land, start growing our own food, and be self-sufficient. Okay, that's all we need to focus on right now. All right, don't let anybody deter us from that mission. All right, it's that simple. Don't let anybody deter us from that mission. That's what we got to do. You feel me? Come together, start getting some land in different parts of the country. All right, start growing our own food, start pulling our people out of these crowded cities, teach them who they are, show them how to grow food, show them how to build, and that's how we're going to get there. All right, but if we continue to put ourselves in a position where we constantly having to be forced to assimilate, we're going to end up in the same situations that we are always ending up in. Okay, so that's it. That's right. Okay, look for that land. All right, and let's come together and find a way where we are able to get it. All right, so about how I'm going to acquire land, that's for me and my people to know. Okay, Because like I said, a lot of y'all are actually disagreeables. When we start talking about what we're gonna do on the internet, y'all go and pray to y'all gods to prevent it from happening. So I already know what y'all do. I know the mindset of the colonizer. I know the mindset of the conquerors. You feel me? So it ain't gonna happen. Don't worry about it. You feel me? So we know exactly how we're gonna get it because it's out. It belongs to us. Okay. So the Most High has already. The Most High is gonna give it to us. Our ancestors are gonna give it to us. All right. So I already know. The same way that we have ancestors working on our behalf, y'all do rituals to make sure we don't get back what's ours. Y'all do rituals to keep us asleep. Okay? And it's not gonna happen. We woke now. You know, they already woke up the sleeping giants. So at the end of the day, we ain't going back to sleep, fam. And we ain't gonna let nobody play games with us. Not even if they look like us. Okay? For real. Because y'all played that game on us before, and we're not gonna fall for that trick no more. So y'all better come correct this time. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, fam, you know, we're gonna have another build maybe tomorrow or the day after. Like I said, we got continuous work to do. A lot of things are being done behind the scenes. So when it's time, when it's already put in place, you know what I'm saying, that will be brought to my brothers and sisters, because like I said, there are a lot of people, once you start putting things out there in the ethers, you know, especially on this web, all right, what they do is they go do their rituals to prevent it from happening. So they always want to know what you're doing. But for me, nah, whatever I got to do, I put it out in the ethers in private. And when it's done, I say, hey, it's done. Okay. So let us start looking for land, and let us start bringing our brothers and sisters together to start assisting them. That's what we need to do. Look out for each other, because that's all we got. All we have is us. All right. So let us continue to build. I appreciate, love you guys. Thank you for being a part of the build. And once again, you know, thank you for those of you who, you know, who support the super chat. It means a lot, you know. And don't forget, like I told y'all before, you know, one of our brothers, you know, Marlon, you know, he has a great opportunity, all right, where we all could come together and generate, you know, a great bit of wealth, you know. Well, I wouldn't say wealth, you know, in a sense of, you know, fiat currency, but the fiat currency will allow us to invest into things that could bring us wealth. All right. So with that being said, soon enough, you know, I'm gonna bring him on the platform, and he's gonna share the opportunity with you guys. I've been looking, he's introduced me to it, and I've been looking at it, doing some research, and it looks really well. It looks like it is a great opportunity. So I'm still learning some stuff from him. All right, because when I bring it to you, I want to make sure it's solid. All right. So far it's looking solid. So I'm gonna have him come on, and collectively, all right, we could start generating some serious cash flow amongst ourselves, so we could practice this group economics, get land, grow food. In what you call it, in Memphis, Tennessee, it's now lawful, all right, to grow hemp. So thank you, AB, for the super chat. So I know why the ancestors brought me to Memphis, all right, to do what I got to do. But I link up with some great brothers and sisters, and in what you call it, in Memphis, you know, it's legal to grow hemp. So what we're doing is we want to get some land so we can start growing hemp, so we can start getting into the manufacturing of hemp. I have an affiliate that he has a clothing line, and he's doing it out of all natural, right, from hemp. So I'm going to talk to him, and see if we could grow it, and then facilitate his factory, all right, so that he could make his hemp clothes, all right. And I know a couple of people that actually have hemp buildings as well, or hemp houses. So we're able to manufacture to them. So that's another reason why it's imperative that we come together and get some land in all those states where we're able to have all those opportunities. All right, brothers and sisters, let us stay focused. Let us not allow these distractions, All right. Let us not allow these distractions to get us off our course. All right. We have to stay on course. We have to stay focused. You feel me? So let's just continue to stick together, work together, and let's make this happen. My email is always in the link of the videos. Reach out as soon as this live is done. I'm gonna go not edit the video, but I'm gonna put my information in the link of the video. Reach out for all those who want to build, all those who want to come together. That's what I'm about. I'm about togetherness. All this division, I ain't got time for that. Okay, we have done that for too many years, for too long, and I don't want to do it. Okay, for real. So exactly, we ain't got no time for parasites. All right, because let me tell y'all something. Anybody who could create a parasite is a parasite. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Anybody who could create a parasite is a parasite, because we know they wasn't created on the American continent. They were created on the other side. And if your ancestors were in such a low state of being that they could manifest and create these parasites to come destroy our earth, why would I trust you? I'm not going to trust you. No, I'm not going to, because I see what kind of blood you got in you. The mere fact that y'all want to create a parasite, a virus, okay, to go around the world and destroy indigenous people, and y'all want me to trust y'all? Nah, man, y'all ain't come from a good bloodline, fam. Nah. So that's just real talk. It's just real talk. You know, we trying to get rid of parasites and y'all creating parasites. No, that ain't gonna work. Because if it wasn't for y'all, they wouldn't be here. Okay? They wouldn't be here. And that's facts. All right? No, the Pope belonged to y'all. The Pope belonged to y'all. Y'all put the Pope in place because y'all were the nobles of Rome. Okay? Tell the people the truth. Y'all are the same people. Y'all put them in place. As a matter of fact, the real Pope is so-called black. Okay, he's one of y'all. So if y'all want to speak truth, let's speak truth. You feel me? Those are your peoples. All right, those are your peoples, fam. Y'all created them. And then after y'all created them, y'all realize, oh, wow, they don't look like us. So let's take them and put them in the Caucasus Mountains. And then what y'all did? Y'all left their men in the Caucasus Mountain and go take their women and start getting them pregnant. That's what y'all done for. And then y'all, the mulatto babies came and rise against y'all and whoop y'all asses, drove y'all out of Spain. Now y'all want to come into the Americas and claim our land and say it's yours. Come on, man. Stop. Stop. Stop, please. Okay? Stop it. You're messing with the wrong one. Okay? For real. So the truth of the matter is, those of us who know who we are, we're going to come together and do what we got to do. All right? So, you know, like I said, man, listen, all I've done is drop the facts. Y'all cannot say or do anything to change my mind. All right? And that's what it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's one thing. There's a difference in being ill informed and being ill. Okay? Y'all are ill. That's the problem. Sick in the mind. Sick in the mind, because my people always tilled the land. All right? My people always tilled the land. Okay? Always tilled the land. And y'all didn't want to till the land. So what you did, you created a robot to work for you. That's what y'all did. I know the story. You know, Yaqub is y'all people. That's y'all brothers. I'm not related to Yaqub. Man, listen, y'all messing with the wrong one, man. I ain't the one. Okay? I'm a straight up American Aborigine. That's it. You feel me? So don't get it twisted. All right? Don't get it twisted. For real. You know, it's like they always play this game, you know, and here's the thing, right? What's my blood type? Bro, I'm a spiritual being having a physical experience. I'm a God, fam. Like, seriously, man. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm a God. Now, check this out, right? Here's the thing. Let me just pull something up real quick, right? You know, I'm just gonna have a little fun right now. Talking about blood type. Listen, the physical man is just the physical man. I'm a God. Okay? I'm a God. You know, I'm just here having a physical experience. All right? Just know this. All right? I'm just here on a mission to help my people out. But when I'm done, I'm going back to the source like a boss. You feel me? I tell you, y'all messing with the wrong one, though. Y'all got to know that. I came here on a specific mission. I was assigned to come here to teach my people the truth so that they don't go through the same thing over and over again. Reincarnate and deal with y'all, you know, y'all dirty ancestors. Okay? That sold my people out. Let me see. What is that? Did that close that? Okay. Let me go to Google real quick. Now here's the thing, right? This is so funny to me. Okay? And like I said, I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for Moors that speak the truth. But you see, a lot of these dudes, right? This is what they do. Okay? They big is they always talk about etymology, right? They're big on etymology. But when it comes to the word Moor, they're always afraid of that etymology, right? Let's go look at the etymology of the word Moor. Because y'all so big on etymology, man. Oh, etymology. Gotta watch the words. Etymology. Gotta watch the words. All right, cool. Let us use your own language, your own strategy. Let's go look at the etymology of the word Moor. Let's go look at it. Where is that at? And you know what the etymology is, right? I ain't got to explain that to y'all, right? Because as a matter of fact, y'all are famous for that. So etymology is the origin of the word, right? Now, check this out. Moor, the verb, to fasten a ship, in particular location by cables, anchors, late 15th century, probably related to Old English marels, mooring rope. That's what the verb is. Via unrecorded, marrying to moor, or possibly borrowed from Middle Low German moren, or Middle Dutch maren to moor, from West Germanic morahan, related moored, mooring. Okay, so that deals with to fasten a ship. All right, basically anchors by cable. It deals with ship, right? Good. I guess that's why y'all know maritime law so well, huh? Because y'all are pirates, right? Okay, let us go again. Don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. You can't go anywhere and show me any other day because that's what y'all always talk about. Etymology. Let's stick to the etymology. All right, let's not play the games. Okay? Then we have more the noun. What it says? North African Berber. African, huh? Very interesting. North African Berber, one of the race dwelling in Barbary. Let's talk about the Barbary Wars. When y'all came and enslaved my ancestors and took them to Africa and Britain. The Barbary War. But y'all don't talk about that, huh? Okay, let's continue. More now. North America, Berber, one of the race dwelling in Barbary. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go again. Let's continue. It says, inhabitant of what? Mauritania, Roman Northwest Africa. So like I tell people before, y'all are the same people as the Romans. Okay? Y'all are the same people of the Romans. But y'all don't want people to know that. But Chief is going to tell the truth. A region now corresponding to northern Algeria and what? Morocco. So you are African. Okay, perhaps a native name or else cognate with moros, which what? Black. Okay, you want to talk about etymology? Y'all so big on etymology. Let's talk about the etymology. Let's talk about it. Don't tell me all of a sudden etymology don't matter. Okay, then we have more again, tract of open, untilled, more or less elevated ground, often overrun with heath. 12th century, that we going back all the way to the 12th century, right? It doesn't say anything here about American Aborigine. It doesn't say anything here about American Indian. However, it does say African. It just say Arabic. It does say Berber. And it does say Barbary War. Oh, I see. I see. Well, guess what? We just looked at the etymology. So let's stop playing the games. All right? So I rest my case because y'all are big on etymology. Why all of a sudden, y'all never talk about the etymology of the word more? Why is that? Because you want to give it your own meaning, but yet still every other word, oh, nah, go check the etymology. Etam online is big. You got to talk about etam online. Etymology, oh, yes, it's the root and the meaning of the word. But every time it comes to the word more, all of a sudden, the etymology dictionary, it don't count. Man, listen, stop, man. Like I said, just allow me and my people to build, man. That's why I tell you I don't like to get into debates, because these people always come just to distract you, you know what I'm saying, and take you away from the point that you're trying to make. But anyway, it was entertaining while I entertained you, all right? So I'm not going to do that anymore. We, the American Aborigines, okay, aka American Indians, we have work to do. Okay, thank you again for the super chat. The things are coming up so small that thank you so much for that. All right, appreciate that. Thanks for the super chat support. All right, so like I said, we got too much work to do, and y'all people are a major distraction. A major distraction if we allow you to distract us. All right. And you see, more is associated with the word black. But, however, when we go look at the definition of American in Noah Webster's 1820 dictionary, what does it say? The copper-colored races. The copper-colored races that was found in the Americas by the Europeans. Guess what? You Moors are also Europeans. You see, that's what people don't realize. You see, people don't realize that they just think when they speak of Europeans, they're only speaking of the Albions. No, they're speaking of these Moors too as well. They're Europeans. Okay? They are the original Europeans. So family, don't get it twisted. Don't let them fool you. Now, let me show you what Noah Webster's 1820 dictionary was talking about. Okay? Y'all think it's a game. But y'all ain't going to fool me and my people, though. Not on my watch. Nope. I'll tell you for sure. The Most High and my ancestors have to literally come down and tell me that I'm a Moor for me to believe that. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against y'all, but I just don't like y'all lying to my people. Okay? Now, let me show y'all something. Okay? Let me show y'all something. Look, see this right here? Let me see if I could tilt that a little bit. Look, you see this? That's what Noah Webster's 1820 dictionary was talking about right here. Okay? You see that? You see the pennies on here? Okay? The copper-colored races. Look, it didn't say black. There we go. You see that? Same complexion. That's it. They're talking about me. All right? They didn't say Moors. In the America's 1820 dictionary. Okay? The pennies. You see them? That's me. Same complexion here. Look. Oh, damn, Chief, I can't even tell you got a penny on your skin. Wow. Yeah, I got a penny. You see it? You see the blending? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You cannot even tell I got a penny on my flesh because look, it's me. It's me, fam. Talking about me. Okay, so stop. Please. Because every time, I drop the knowledge, y'all always know. Okay? Here we go again. Let me see. Let me see if I could break some things down again, man. Y'all better recognize. Now, let us go read that again, right? Let me see. Now, family, let us check this, right? Because one thing, let me tell y'all something. I don't play these games. Now, let us go look at the etymology, not Noah's Webster's 1828 dictionary. Now, I just look at the etymology of the word more because they're so big on etymology, right? Well, guess what? More ain't got nothing to do with America. Okay? Now, let us go look at because I wonder if people really look at the etymology of America. Let us go look at the etymology of America, right? Now, you see that? I don't want people to think I'm making it up now. I'm going to go read it. Because reading is what? Fun for the mental. So let's have some fun. I really didn't want to go there, but this dude is forcing me to go there, right? Let's go. American, a noun, 1570s. What does it say? Originally one of the what? Aboriginal people discovered in the Western Hemisphere by who? Europeans. All right? No, Chief, stop. That sounds like Noah's Webster's 1828 dictionary. But Chief, hold up. You are doing the etymology. So we know that the etymology is not the same as Noah's Webster's 1828 dictionary. But it says originally one of the Aboriginal peoples discovered in the Western Hemisphere by Europeans. Wow. From modern Latin Americanos, from America. The original sense is what? Is now, hear what it says. The original sense is now Native Americans. Okay? And what does it say? The sense of resident of North America of European, originally British descent is now from 65. Now, my brothers and sisters, hear what it says. Reading is fun for the mental. Peep the game. I'm showing y'all how the game that these people are playing on us. Watch. It says, etymology of American. Now, we already did etymology of more. We know that's all Africans. Barbary, Berber, all that, right? They came here, they enslaved our people. The Barbary Wars, nobody's talking about that because they don't want you to know that the Moors did this, right? But hold up. Let us look at etymology. They're so big on etymology. Etymology of America, right? Originally one of the Aboriginal peoples discovered in the Western Hemisphere by who? Europeans. They are the original Europeans, family. They are the original ones. Okay? Now, let us go again. It says, the original sense is now Native Americans. The sense of resident of North America of what? European, and they have in parentheses, originally British descent is from what? 1776. They are talking about them. Okay? The Britons, the nobles, the blackamoors, that's them. They took our place. Let us read some more, Chief, because, reading is fun for the mental. All right? Reading is fun for the mental. Okay? Let's read. All right. 1590s. Pertaining to the, and that's the adjective now, the adjective, okay? Pertaining to the Western Hemisphere and its Aboriginal, hold up. Even the adjective says Aboriginal inhabitants? Nah, Chief, that cannot be so. So say that ain't true, Chief. That's crazy. Oh, Blackamoor is a statue, but yes, still in the movie Black Knight, Martin Lawrence was a Blackamoor. Oh, I see. But it's a statute, huh? Y'all think y'all playing games with the wrong one. I ain't the one. Anyway, Blackamoor is from Britain, England. Those were the nobles of England. Okay. Now it says the sense of pertaining to the residents of North America of European, originally British descent is first recorded in 1640s. Okay, 1640s. 1611, King James came here. He wrote his Bible. All right. But 1640s, they start calling themselves Americans. In 1640s, guess what? The Caucasian man wasn't here in full force just yet. It was still y'all, the Blackamoors and the Moors. Okay? Pertaining to the United States, French American, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I just broke it down to you again. So even in the adjective and even in the noun, it pertains to the Aboriginal people of the Americas. So you want to talk etymology? Come on, fam. Stop. Okay? Stop it. We are not going to stand for the games anymore. Y'all fooled us long enough. You see, our ancestors were very loving and kind, and they opened up our doors and gave you some land because you wanted to do commerce with us. You come under the guise of commerce. All right? And we say, cool, let us build. You look like us, we fam. Then you're so hungry for power, you started fighting us for our own stuff. Sound familiar? Well, guess what? We're not gonna fall for that because we knew our ancestors fall for the trick. So we're not gonna do it anymore. Okay? All right. I rest my case. Let me tell you something, family. Have you ever heard of the Nile River? I'm talking to the brother that they're trying to convince my brothers and sisters that we all Moors. Have you ever heard of the Nile? Where's the brother at? Have you ever heard of the Nile? Oh man, where he at? I'm asking you, brother, have you ever heard of the Nile? Have you ever heard of the Nile? Okay, you said, now I'm asking you, have you ever heard of the Nile? That's what I'm asking. I didn't ask you what it is. Have you ever heard of the Nile? Have you ever heard of the Nile? That's what I'm asking. Have you ever heard of the Nile? It's a very simple question. Yes or no? Okay, you see, you're not answering the question. It's a very simple question. Have you ever heard of the Nile? Yes or no? Okay, you see, playing around the bush. You see, that's that whole legalese thing. You people y'all so used to playing the games that you always in that legalese mind, never want to answer anything straight. You feel me? Okay? But here's the thing. Okay? If you heard of the Nile, it's a very simple question. If you heard of the Nile, then the Nile is actually a river. If you can't swim, get out of the Nile because you are actually in denial right now. Okay? It's supposed to be funny to me. It was meant to be funny. That's why I was asking. Because right now you're actually in denial. So if you can't swim, get out the water, brother. Because we ain't falling for the trick no more. Okay? We ain't falling for the trick no more. Because even in your own etymologies that you love so, it tells you exactly what it is. Now, he could deal it himself. Because like I said, we on here, we always having a good time and we always building, bringing our people together, but yet still, you always have one that's going to come in between sometimes. Okay? And it's okay. Because normally I don't entertain that. Honestly, I don't. Y'all know I'll block and delete in a minute. But I could tell the brother is, there's probably still hope for him. You know what I mean? It's still hope for him. I could tell. I could tell he's not really convinced of what he's saying. He's still just lost in the midst. And that's cool. All right. But what I encourage us to do is continue to stay focused, because a lot more distractions are going to come. Okay. Absolutely. A lot more distractions are going to come. And our way out of this is through unity. Okay. It's through unity. And you see, the bad thing about people like them is that here's the bad thing about them, right? They wouldn't allow us to be who we say we are, but they're always talking about on drip. So I'm going to show you the hypocrisy with a lot of these people. All right. Let me show you the hypocrisy with a lot of them. On drip says that what? We have a right to self-identify. How is that every time we self-identify, they force us to be something else, but they're always preaching on drip? You feel me? So family, pay attention to the games that they play. They are always preaching on drip. But when we self-identify, which on drip says, we have a right to self-identify. Okay? Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I've done it before in detail. All right? I'm just going to read. Let me just pull that up for y'all real quick, because I don't have to do the entire thing. I had fun. I had fun with them because I know how to shut them down with their lies and their BS. Okay? I know how to shut them down. Why you think I wasn't getting upset? And I wasn't being bothered, because I already know the truth. And I could shut it down anytime they bring anything, I'm able to shut it down. Now check this out, right? I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I'm just going to go to a couple of articles on drip, which I've read to you guys in details before, but I'm just going to stop where it says we have a right to self-identify, right? That's on drip. On drip is the United Nations Declarations on the Rights of Indigenous People. We have Article 1. Indigenous people have the right to the full enjoyment as a collective or as individuals, okay? As a collective or as individuals, but we rather do it as a collective because we are coming together. All human rights and fundamental freedoms, okay, as recognized in the Charter of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights and International Human Rights Law. It says, number 2, indigenous peoples and individuals are free and equal to all other peoples and individuals and have the right to be free from any kind of discrimination in the exercise of their rights, in particular that is based on their indigenous origin or identity. So this brother is practicing discrimination. I could bring a lawsuit against him right now. We should bring an action lawsuit right now against him. But we're not going to do that because we realize he's a little bit confused. Number 3, Article 3. Indigenous people have the right to what? Self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. And I'm going to read number 4, and that's it. Indigenous peoples, in exercising their rights to self-determination, have the right to autonomy or self-government in matters relating to their internal and local affairs, as well as ways and means for financing their autonomous functions. Okay? So they're always speaking of on drip when it's convenient for them. But when we exercise our right to self-determination, all of a sudden they want to put us in a box. So once again, be very mindful. Okay? Be very mindful of these people. Be very mindful. All right. So with that being said, I enjoy this build, regardless, of the little interruption. It was beautiful because I just have to point out the facts, and all they could do is keep saying the same thing without any facts whatsoever. Any facts whatsoever. Okay. So we got work to do. You feel me? So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your continuation. I told you this, our brother Malin is going to come soon. I promise we're going to do it soon. We're gonna bring the information where he has an opportunity, all right, where we could all come together and make, I'm talking about a financial amount of fiat currency or Bitcoin currency, so that we could use that to get land and get, buildings and whatever, to facilitate our indigenous, um lives. Okay, so put it that way. So with that being said, that's gonna come soon. I have to do a build on what is that? Well, maybe tomorrow I'll do a live and I'll put the information together. But again, it's gonna be very important. The build I'm gonna do is gonna go a little more in detail to kind of like, just build on some of the things I spoke of in the video yesterday. And once again, I don't have any beef with any Moors, all right? I don't have any beef with any mulattoes, but I just have to tell the truth, okay? I just have to tell the truth. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little in depth and let you hear it from one of the Boulets' mouths, okay, on how the mulatto was used. And he's one of them, and he's telling you the truth, okay? So I'm going to build on that, and I'm also going to touch a little bit on the movie The Drumline and break some, some symbolic subliminal messages in there for you guys. So most likely tomorrow, if I have some time, I'll do that. If not, I'll do it another time, but I'm shooting for tomorrow. All right. Well, it's already after 12, so later today. So thank you so much for tuning in. You guys hung in there, and we stood our grounds. Like I said, they know they can't infiltrate us. They know that we're too strong. We know that right now. We know who we are. We are coming together. Our ancestors are doing miracles. The Most High is working on our behalf, so they know they can't separate us no more. And we're not going to allow them to infiltrate. Okay? It's not going to happen. You feel me? So let's just continue to build. Let us continue to grow. Let us continue to love each other. Let us continue to have each other's backs. All right? Oh, I mean, let's link up, man. The boy, like I said, my email is always in the link in the videos. Send me an email, fam. Send your number. I'll call you. That's what I do. Let's build. We got work to do. All right. I appreciate, love you guys. Have a great one. May the ancestors continue to walk with you, guide you, and protect you. May the Most High continue to show you guys to walk in the light and protect you guys. Latrice, if I don't get an email from you tomorrow, I'm walking to Florida and we got some problems. Okay? So wholesomeness and love to each and every one of you. And this Sunday, we're going to do our matriarch build. So for any matriarchs who want to be a part of the build, send me an email. I'm putting the announcement out right now. Okay? Any one of the matriarchs who wants to be on the build this Sunday, send me an email. I'm going to put my email in the link below because I want our matriarchs to have a platform. Okay? So that their voice can be heard. All right? I'm looking forward to that call. All right? So, yes, the matriarchs, our women. Yes, this Sunday, we're going to have a build with our women. Okay? Our clan mothers, our matriarchs. All right? And if you want to be a part of the build, please do me a favor and send me an email. Once this live is over, I will put my email in the link below. Okay? And that's what we're going to do. So you guys have a great continuation. Rest well. Don't go to sleep. Sleep is permanent. But go ahead and rest well. Okay? And make sure you have a beautiful continuation. Remember, anything that you think of and you speak it, it becomes your reality. So watch your words. Continue to put words of positive affirmations out into the universe, because the universe is literally our oyster. Okay? The universe is literally, okay, it's like whatever you put out. Okay, it's a ball against the wall. You throw the ball against the wall, it's going to come back. So anything that you put out there into the universe, remember that it's going to come back to you. So thank you. Don't forget, yesgodwellness.com, our sister Megan. All right. Check out her website. Don't forget to check out Lovely, her channel. She has music. Check it out. All right. There are other brothers and sisters on the platform who have, they do music. Support them, okay, because they are support them. Much respect to my sister Onyx. You know what I mean? Much respect to my brother T God. Much respect to, what I'm saying, my who else I know that have a channel, and they be, my brother Crumb. What I mean, brother Crumb. I'll have him on again soon. So we got a lot of work to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. You feel me? So don't forget, like I said, man, to check out my sister YesGodWellness.com. She has some great detox. Even me myself, I'm gonna get a detox from her. I'm gonna get that because I went to Memphis, and I didn't eat bad, but I kind of ate some foods I shouldn't have ate. So I gotta detox myself from that. You know what I mean? And so I could get back on my regimen in terms of eating. What I'm saying, my grub. But just want to give a few people, like I said, man, a few shout out, and let's build. Okay, we got a lot of great things in the works. So once again, if you want to be a part of the matriarch build for this Sunday, please send me an email and we'll make it happen. I'm gonna just let y'all do y'all. All right, I'm gonna start it and y'all just take it and do what you got to do. I promise I won't interrupt. I promise I won't even be in the picture too much. All right, I'm just gonna set it up for you guys. All right. So the boy, after this build is over, my email will be in the link below. So send me an email with your number. So I'll call you sometime tomorrow, and we could build. All right. For all those of you that reached out to me, thank you for reaching out. And like I said, it's a beautiful time. 2020 is around the corner. Again, they're still forcing people to with this real ID things. Don't fool yourself, okay? That is, it's their system, and we'll go into that some other time as well, which I've spoken about that a lot of times. But the closer it gets, all right, there are a few things that we have to break down. You know what I'm saying? And whoever is calling us black, we ain't black, okay? We don't call ourselves black on this platform, please. You know what I mean? So, if you would like to correct that, that would be great. But we don't associate ourselves in calling each other black. All right. So just so you know, okay, this is black. Okay, we ain't black. Okay. I mean, just look at the word and hear how it sound. Be lack. Be lack. Okay, be lack. Come on, you're casting a spell on yourself and you don't even know. You see? And that's the foolish pride that people take in casting spells on themselves. Be lack. You know what I mean? Be lack. Come on, family. And that's why they are lacking everything, because they be lacking. Okay? We gotta stop it, man. These spells that these people put on us. We gotta stop that. To be lack, you will be lacking. Be lacking everything that's gonna build you. Be lacking everything that's gonna make you ascend into a God. Okay? You feel me? So let us before we go, if you don't mind, I would just like to once again give thanks to the Great Spirit. All right? Give thanks to our ancestors for just assisting us on our journey, because I know sometimes it could get lonely. A lot of times I speak to sisters or even brothers. They say, Chief, man, you know what? I feel like I'm alone because I'm the only one in my house. And it's okay, because you see, it is designed that way. Because think about it this way, right? Before you came into the knowledge, the entire house was be lacking, right? The entire house was lost. Now, the ancestors put something in you. The Great Spirit put something in you, and you are the one that's waking up in your house. You should be grateful and thankful for that. And I'm not saying that you are not. All I'm just saying is I know it could get a little frustrating. I know, it could feel like you're lonely, you're all alone, and you feel like you're being attacked. I get it. All right, I get it. But remember this, right? You're not alone. You're not alone, because once you have connected to your spiritual family. Once you have connected to other brothers and sisters who are on the same frequency, all right, you never feel alone. All right, you never feel alone, because anytime you feel alone and you feel like a little bit discouraged, my email is always in the link below. You could send me an email and we could, you see what I'm saying? So never feel that you have to be alone. Never feel that way. Okay? So I just want y'all guys to know that. That's so let us give thanks to our ancestors for that. And if you don't mind, put those things out there in the universe, all right? I am powerful. I am victorious. Okay, I am a deity. Put those things out there in the universe. Okay, my enemies will fall before me. We got to put those things out there. You feel me? We got to put it out there. We are not forgiving our enemies. All right, let them pay their karma. Let them pay that debt. All right, because when you default on your house loan, they don't forgive you. When you default on your car loan, they don't forgive you. When you can't pay your light bill, they don't forgive you. You feel me? So why should we forgive them for the atrocities that they have committed against our ancestors? Let them pay their karma. Let them pay their debt, because they want you to pay your debt. Y'all got to wake up and smell the roses, man. They always want you to pay your debt, but they never want to forgive you for yours. All right? So don't do that. I know they tell you, oh, in their Bible, oh, forgive and forget not. I ain't forgiving nothing, and I'm not forgetting nothing. No. Let the universe deal with you. Okay? To every action, there's an equal reaction. And if I forgive, that means I am going against the laws of the universe. All right? Now, if my brother or my sister does something to me, I will forgive them. Okay? And what I mean by that is, if you do something to me that's not detrimental, okay, you made an error, you made a mistake, I will forgive you. But if you're going to hurt me the way the colonizers want to hurt me, I'm not going to forgive you. You got to pay your debt as well. All right? Because I walk in light where I don't hurt people, I don't mistreat people, I don't abuse people, I don't defraud people. I ain't doing none of that. So all I'm just saying is, I'm going to do unto others as I would have them do unto me. And that is my motto. That's what the creed that I live by. And we all should learn that. All right? So with that being said, stop forgiving these people that's committing genocide against our people. Let them pay their karma. Let them pay their debt. Okay? Now, if y'all want to think I'm bad for saying that, then it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to take it back. That's just the way I feel. All right? And I'm entitled to my own feelings. I'm not telling you to be like me. I'm just saying I'm not going to forgive. No. There's no way you're going to come into my land and rape my grandmothers. Okay, rape my grandfathers. All right? Take my grandfathers and tie them to horses and pull their bodies apart. Okay? Take my grandmothers that were pregnant and cut their sternums and drop their babies on the ground and stamp on their heads. You want me to forgive that? No, I'm not going to forgive that. I'm not going to. And even more so, you're taking what's mine, all right? And you still want to send me to jail for exercising my rights? No, I'm not going to forgive that. Nope. No. Even God don't forgive. Y'all believe it or not, y'all might think, oh, whoa, Chief is bugging now. No. Go read your Bible. The God in the Bible was killing babies. Oh, y'all didn't know that, huh? Okay. The God in the Bible was giving his people permission to go into other people's land and murder them and rape them and take their women. What a mighty God we serve, huh? Y'all better take that literally. Okay? Take it literally. God don't forgive. God only forgive those who do things that are not intentional. Okay? All right? We all make mistakes. We know we are beings. All right? The flesh is flawed. But when you are hurting people, you are premeditating, all right? And you said, my brother, can you please talk about separation? It's a lot of, well, I don't know. I've never seen black people. I don't know who that is, but who want to talk about that whole video was about separation, fam. Did you miss that? You're gonna have to go into to the beginning of the video. It was all about separation. All right. That's what I think that's what you said, separation. That's what we've been talking about all night. Well, for the first part of it, where instead of us coming together, those that are in a position to bring people on the land and all come together, they're practicing separation because they're federally recognized. And I get it, you're under contract. So I don't expect anything otherwise. All right. So, but separation is good. All right. Separation is good because if you have a basket filled with apples and 3 of those apples go bad, you're not going to leave the 3 bad apples in there to spoil the rest of the apples, would you? So it's the same thing. We got bad apples among us. We have to separate from them. Okay? We have to separate away from them. Okay? We have to. True. Okay? We have to. Sometimes it may even be your own mother, your own father, your own children. I mean, again, I'm just telling you what it is because people have different energies, man. It doesn't mean you're going to hate them. It just means that you have to protect your energy. Okay? It just means you have to protect your energy. And by all means necessary, protect your energy from anybody who is bringing negative energy into your life to destroy you. I don't care what type of relationship you have with them. Okay? If they're keeping you stagnant, if they're tearing you down, then you need to get away from them. Okay? Get away from them. And that's why I am so adamant, all right, to find some land where we could come together that have the right or the like minds. Okay? We may not agree on everything, but it looks like we agree on at least 80 or 85, 90% of the things that we live by. Okay? And that's what I'm looking for. You feel me? I want to big up Zazie on the live. All right. Just showing some love. All right. I'm totally down with all right, no doubt. Let's make this happen. All right. So guys, let me see what time it is now. Okay, man. It's past my bedtime, I was supposed to do some work. What's going on with the property in Memphis? Oh, well, I called one of the brothers today, and the one that has the museum, that's telling about our history. So I'm gonna find some way to assist him because the city, they're trying to shut them down, and that's what they do, right? I was telling somebody earlier that in Memphis, right? In Memphis alone, they have over 5,000 churches, and the churches are not supporting the local farmers and the local businesses. All right, they're not supporting their own, and these pastors are not encouraging them to support their own. So I'm asking again, why are our people stuck in these churches, brainwashed, dead, spiritually dead? Okay, so because these people are not getting support, then they cannot pay their taxes, they cannot pay their bills, and the government want to take the buildings, they want to take the land. All right, so I told them, hey, you know what? I'm gonna work hard and do what I got to do to assist them. All right, to assist them to see how we could keep that land in the family with our own. So that's gonna be my mission. All right. Also, I'm looking for land within that area itself so we could get some of that, so we could start building on the land, so we could start pulling some of us together that have the like minds, you know what I mean? So we could start coming together and building together so we could create some opportunities for others to come in as well. So I'm putting that out there in the ethers. You see what I'm saying? I'm putting that there out there in the ethers. And all I want to do is just lead by example. Like I tell people, man, I walk the walk and I take a chance. All right. I walk, you know, sometimes I don't want to really use the word faith, because I don't really walk by faith. I actually walk by sight. What I'm saying? But I'm going to use that word very lightly. Sometimes I walk into situations because I trust our people. And sometimes I got to keep it real. It hasn't always worked out the way it was supposed to. But I walked in with a pure heart. You know what I mean? I walked in with the right intentions. And you know what? Everybody don't always have, okay, the right intentions. So sometimes things don't work out. But for me, I'm not going to dwell on that. All right? I'm going to get up, I'm going to brush myself, and I'm going to move on again. Move on to the next opportunity that our ancestors is providing for me to bring to our people. And I'm not going to stop until I find the right one. You feel me? So with that being said, I spoke to the brother and they're willing to work with us. So hopefully something positive, could manifest from it where we are able to bring some people on the line to build. A few brothers called me today. They told me, "Hey Chief, you know what? At least one of them told me that, Chief, you know what? I could do sheetrock. You know, I could do a little bit of farming, a little bit of plumbing. Another brother told me he could do, he could do other, jobs. Somebody had mentioned in one of the comments that they could do welding and everything. So all I'm just saying, especially where we are looking towards Memphis and those places where we're able to invest in hemp. You know what I mean? So that's part of the plan. That's part of the plan. So like I said, for those of you who really want to build and so we could put our head and brainstorm, you know what I'm saying? So we could work together, not as individuals, but together, okay, to make this happen, then we're going to do it. All right. So, yeah, so like I said, my email is going to be in the link below, AB. You know what I mean? My email is going to be in the link below. So send me an email after the video. I'll put it in there. Send me an email. Leave your number. I'll give you a call tomorrow and we'll talk about what, we could do and how we could move forward. Or at least I could tell you some of the plans, on, how we're going to move forward to make some things happen. All right. It's all about coming together and creating an opportunity for ourselves because nobody's going to give it to us. Nobody's going to do it for us. We got to do it for ourselves. And that's just real talk. All right. We got to do it for ourselves. Okay. We are all we got. We have to remember that we are all we got. Okay. So let us stick together. All right. Hey, brother Esau. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I spoke to my brother, earlier today. I just spoke about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you reached out and said, you do sheetrock and all that, you know what I mean? So thank you so much for reaching out. You know what I mean? That's what this is all about. And this is what all this live and these platforms is all about. To me, it's not about coming on here and trying to get likes and trying to get a little $2, $3, $4 from YouTube videos. No, I'm looking at the bigger picture. All right. I'm looking at the bigger picture. And all I could tell y'all is this. I could only play my part. You feel me? And to me, the bigger picture is to bring my people together, get land, set up a community and let that community strive. And then go to another location, get some land, we set up another community, let that community strive. Go to another area, get some land, set up a community, let that community strive. We did it before and we could do it again. That's my plan. That's my goal. So that my people could be self-sufficient. All right. Everybody else is doing it. Jews doing it. Arabs doing it. The Mormons are doing it. They're all doing it. Even Africans are doing it. Okay. Everybody's doing it. Italians are doing it. The Asian Chinese are doing it. Japanese, everybody, Koreans is doing it. However, when we do it, it's a problem. Well, we're going to let them know this time, they better not make it a problem. Okay. Because we ain't living in the days of our ancestors. It's a whole different time and we're not going to play these games. All right. So with that, yes, absolutely. Group economics. All right. So we're going to come together. All we are saying is that we want to make sure that the playing field is even. All right. We are tired of taking the backfield. We are tired of standing in the bleachers. We want to be on the field. And this time we want to hit a home run. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Everybody got stores in our hood. You're absolutely right, in our neighborhoods. What we have to do is we got to stop supporting these stores. Stop supporting them. You see, we got to stop talking about it. And I'm going to do a video and build exclusively on that, promoting our people not to support nobody else. But of course, you have these Negropeans, they don't care anyway, because they don't realize they're the sleeping dead. They don't realize that they're dead. Okay? They don't realize that. But for those of us who know, we're going to stick to that. And like I tell people, sometimes I travel 25 miles just to get food so I don't support stores in the neighborhoods. Okay? Because they don't give back. All they do is milk us out. They use us. They don't respect us. All right? But we still support them. Okay? Our sisters are still in beauty salons, in nail shops, supporting these damn Chinese. Why can't you do the same thing that they do? Go to school, learn to do nails, and do your own nails. Why do we always think everybody could do everything better than us when the truth of the matter is they learn everything from us? Come on, man. We are the originators. We are the progenitors of civilization. Whether they want to give us the props or not, we know it. So let's make this thing happen. Exactly. Cancel their Christmas. Let us stop supporting that. We need to start promoting that from now on, all the way to, into Christmas. Stop supporting these things. That's what we got to do. All right. So we got a lot of work to do, man. All right. My brother Esau just dropped his email. So anybody want to link him, go ahead and link him. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we already link. So if you link with him, that means you link with me. All right. And that's what we are doing. You feel me? So fam, I'm about to conclude this this build right here. All right. I'm not gonna stay longer than I wanted to. I stayed as long as I could. All right. So says, do you have an email? Chief, do you have an email? I'm not sure if you mean an email software, but I do have an email. I'll put it in the link below. All right. All right. So if there's anything, like I said, anything, just hit me up. All right. Yeah, we have to give them everything back, man. All their spells that another thing we have to give them back is their Black History Month. Oh, I didn't want to get into that, because anytime I hear that word black to identify my people, it changes something, and it does something to me, man. You feel me? It does something to me. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna do a video exclusively on talking about giving them back their holidays and giving them back their businesses and stop supporting their businesses. I'm gonna do a build on that alone, because that alone in itself is a whole build. So we'll get into that. All right. I just wanted to touch briefly until we got interrupted by the brother, which was fine. I had fun doing that. It was cool. Normally I don't entertain it, but I said, let me just let it slide this evening. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about, people who are telling us that, oh, well, if you're not recognized, or if you don't have a certain amount of people, or you cannot be considered to be an Indian because you can't find your people. Come on, man. You know the games that was played. All right. You know the genocide that took place. Instead of you doing videos saying, well, family, I know that y'all can't find your way. All right. I know that y'all are lost. We have our land. Welcome. Come home. All right. We'll provide a space for you. That should be your message. Not coming at our people, you know what I'm saying, with this colonizers mentality, man. No, I don't like that. So I have to talk about it. And anything I don't like, I'm going to talk about it. As long as it affects my people, I'm going to talk about it. And that's just where I'm at with it. All right. So you guys, I apologize for the brief interruption earlier. For some reason, like I said, my phone is charged and I thought it was charging and it just cut off. But as you could see, it reconnected and we are back on. So we was good. Okay. So you guys, I'm really going to shut this down right now. So I got to get some rest. I got some work to do. Brother Esau left his email in the link. So hit him up. Me and him already linked up. All right. I got his math. We already building. You feel me? So let's just make this thing happen. Anybody else who want to get in contact with me, I'm going to put my link, my email in the link below of this video. once I conclude this build. All right. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Have yourself a great continuation. Rest well. Continue to love each other. Continue to build. All right. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. And that's how we're going to rock moving forward 2019 into time. It's time to bring this thing back home. It's the rise of the Aboriginal American gods. All right. Love.